Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Yeah, Elden Ring is not a quick game to get through, best saved for a long time. Yeah, part of me wants to stream it, but I feel like it would take me a year to get through Elden Ring, and I don't know if that's a good thing or I don't know, because I usually just stream 3.5, 4 hours in the evenings. And yeah, like if that was maybe the only game I was playing. I mean, I was playing Skyrim for a long time last year, but honestly, playing it on the Switch, I might have told you I played it on the Switch. I had so many game crashes. There was like a bug I ran into that thankfully I was able to get through with this weird janky trick, but I was like, took me about 3.5 months, almost daily, and some days I was playing for about, holy cow, I don't think I could play that long, like, so with like work and stuff. That's awesome that you made it through. I fell asleep around 11, but can we get a recap? So I don't know what time things happened, but we made it into the basement of the 34 Street house, and we got a manifestation of spirit energy, and like a ring or a pocket watch fell out of the ceiling from like another dimension. And our friend at the university was like, this isn't proof enough. So we need to go talk to the medium. And we just like kind of befriended the person at the BAS, the British something Spectre Society. And he's like, yes, go talk to this person, go talk to the medium. Here's how you can find her. So we still need tangible proof. Also, our device that we made to like amplify spirit energy broke in the manifestation. So I left us off. We're outside of the theater where the lady's supposed to be. Like, we're supposed to be able to intercept her. So we got this necklace. So that's kind of what happened, Yak. I don't know what all you saw, but manifestation, we saw like an actual ghosty type thing with red glowing eyes in the basement. And we took it, like I said, we took the pocket watch to the dean, and he's like, we need more proof. And hopefully he can get everybody there, like, to, like, if we can do like another demonstration. So we're going to go talk to the medium. I can't remember for sure why we're going to go talk to the medium. It looks like it's dropping frames, Yak, but it doesn't look like it's disconnected. Which I don't know. I was talking, oh, now it's like really bad. I was talking with some streamer friends today. And okay, also, why is this not like the right size? Hold on. Not the screen not being the right size. There we go. Okay, at least I'm fixing that. Lots of buffering, yeah. I refreshed and it seems okay. It doesn't look okay on my end, at least in the OBS stats. But Twitch says that it's okay. I wonder if I pull up Twitch Inspector. Twitch Inspector, what are you up to? Oh my god. Yes, authorize. Okay, it says it's stable on Twitch Inspector. Oh my god, that was bothering me last night, but I was like, must be a thing with the full screen window mode. No, Yak, I had resized it to fit the windowed. Because I think you knew yesterday, I was like, it's not, it, I can't like move between the screens without like exiting out or like pausing that. And I guess when it resized, it just resized to the wrong size. King, hello, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing lovely. Hope you're having a great stream if you're still streaming. Okay. Dropped frames, can you stop dropping frames? So I don't know if you can still hear me. It's like at 73.8%. Maybe I'm gonna have to run the auto configure wizard again. Since it like OBS is updated. Maybe that's the ticket. Classic, I know. Well, it looks like it's going down, so hopefully it's gonna be diminishing. It's always something. Okay. So we're here. And I feel like we have to go around to the back of the place. Yep, can still hear you. Okay, you might need to refresh because you might be behind. It looks like the dropped frames are coming down, but you might want to refresh to catch up. I'll just put that in chat. Might want to refresh to catch up. Dropped frames going down. Crimson, welcome in. How are you doing? Just doing the normal troubleshooting on stream. You know, things can't like just be stable for too long. Things can't be stable for too long. Like, what would life be without some chaos? Excuse me. Sorry to bother you again, sir. OBS doesn't like to cooperate. It does not. Stable in this economy? I know. Silly question, silly request. Yeah, Crimson, OBS has updated, I think, twice in the past couple of weeks. That bitch OBS and TBO. we know TBH, but do you know TBO? T-Bobs. It could be T-Bobs. Yushi, welcome in. We're doing okay. We're just complaining about OBS doing its thing. How are you doing? T-Bobs. T-Bobs is better. Okay, so the person was like, you can wait behind the theater, I thought. I thought that's what they said. Isn't that what they told me? This makes me glad I didn't update anything. Everything always breaks with updates. You know, I guess the last update that happened, I didn't think anything was off, but I just did the other update yesterday, and I saw the dropped frames last night too. So, maybe I need to like follow your book and be like, because I do this only the stable updates. The stable updates. Last time you said give the card. Oh my god, okay, thank you, Pinkadot. Perfect. Was it this note? Okay, yes, okay. Do you have a minute? Mr. Westmore was kind enough to give me this note. May I? Yes. Alright. The show is not over yet. I'll have Clark escort you to the box seats so you can watch the last few minutes. When it's over, he will take you to Miss Shaw's dressing room. Is that alright with you, sir? It's more than alright with me. Please go in. I'll inform Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great pleasure to share this magical evening with you. You have witnessed the possibility to cross the thin line that separates our plane of existence from the beyond. You have also been witnesses to how the dead still have much to say to those of us who remain in this world. I can only say thank you for... Wait a moment. A young man. He has been wounded. A war. Far from here, on another continent. He is calling for his mother. He knows he's going to die in a few minutes. He's bleeding out. Do not cry, my dear. What is your name? I can't hear you clearly. Speak up. Warren? Walter. He knows his mother is here. Oh. What's your mother's name, dear? This is not traumatic at all. Amelia? Amelia Reinhardt? Anyone in the audience with that name? Oh my god, Walter. Okay, so paid actress. Please come up to the stage. Your son wishes to be with you in this delicate moment. Delicate. Amelia Reinhardt? That's me, Walter. Mom's here. Your son died in a war, didn't he? He died in the Battle of Rorke's Drift in South Africa, fighting against the Zulu Empire. He couldn't bid you farewell, but thanks to the fact that the spirit world is not bound by the same temporal rules as ours, we can remedy that. I want to say goodbye to him. Walter, are you there, Walter? Walter, are you still with us? Yes, here's your mother. Do you want to say something to her, Walter? The charade must end. Who is the fool who dares to interrupt a communication with the other side? Drop the act, Miss Shaw. Your role as a medium is beyond your abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from across the Atlantic, Mr. Harry Houdini. Oh my god, Houdini's in this game. The great escapologist. A round of applause, please. Why is Harry Houdini here? I warn you. If you do not get off the stage immediately, I will lock 1,000 padlocks on that straitjacket of yours and have you thrown into the Thames. Appa, hello. Let's see if this time you manage to survive your star act. I see you not only engage in fortune-telling, but also mesmerism. You have everyone hypnotized. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for this interruption, but you must know that this woman is deceiving you. What is happening, Miss Shaw? Ignore him, Mrs. Reinhardt. Miss Shaw is not speaking with Mrs. Reinhardt's son. She's never spoken with the dead. And how do you know my son died in the war? You are Amelia Reinhardt, owner of one of England's most important steel empires. Everyone knows that, tragically, you lost your son in the war against the Zulu Empire. Are you getting the picture? Many of you are London society figures. Most of the information Miss Shaw has brought to light tonight is public. And what isn't, she and her team have thoroughly investigated about you beforehand, digging deep into you and your deceased loved ones to perpetrate this lamentable spectacle. Don't be deceived by the crude tricks of this fraudster. Walter! Yes! No, don't leave. I know what you're trying to do, Shaw. Don't go there. Walter says we are not taking him seriously. No, son, please. Stay with us. Damn it, Shaw. Walter says he has little energy left to remain in this plane. Mr. Houdini's interruption has hastened the little time he can spend among us. Walter. Walter. And scene. Walter is no longer with us. I'm sorry you couldn't say goodbye to him, Mrs. Reinhardt. Damn you, sir. Are you proud of what you have done? Because of you, I couldn't bid farewell to my deceased son. Be rational, Mrs. Reinhardt. Your son has never been in this room. You have no heart, Houdini. How can you do this to a mother? Apologize or we'll make you apologize. The audience is starting to get nervous, Houdini. You still have time to leave this stage. But haven't you seen what just happened? She's used a mother's pain to emotionally manipulate you and... Stop it already, Houdini. These people came to see a show. If you don't leave right now, I'll punch you in this... Oh, she's gonna punch? And what a show they will have. With your attitude, you're legitimizing these scams. You ignorant bunch. I'm sorry for what happened, Mrs. Reinhardt. Can't you contact my son again? Unfortunately, it does not work that way. You can return to your seat. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. We have traveled through remote and unexplored worlds without leaving our seats. We have heard everything that the deceased had to say. I hope you've had an evening of unimaginable sensation. Okay? And remember, the dead speak to us, we just need to pay attention. Thank you very much for coming. But I'm doing really well. This is a point and click game about looking for ghosts. If you'd be so kind to wait here, Miss Shaw will attend to you shortly. Thank you very much. We play as this college professor who his partner basically supposedly stole money that was given to the college, and now we have 72 hours to prove the existence of ghosts. But I'm doing well. How are you this evening? Also, hello, Acid. Want to make sure I didn't miss any chats. That was a long talkie scene. Sometimes it's good to hold off for a while. Judge Judy, that was Judge Judy in a previous life. I need to get working on the Tombstone event on 14. Have you done MSQ Daily yet? Mishi, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Okay, sounds good. I'll be here. Enjoy the lurk. Yeah, but this is the point and click where you like explore and combine things and solve some puzzles, and there's lots of dialogue. And we give wine to prostitutes. There is a note from Richard Westmore. It says, "We're making a fortune, Beatrice." For God's sake, Oliver. Didn't you know Houdini was in town? Yes, I did. But I did not expect him to attend the show. That scoundrel is determined to disrupt the work of mediums. He's obsessed. It won't happen again, Beatrice. I promise. Don't worry. Luckily, I know how to deal with these kind of people. Love me a puzzle game. So, I mean, it's not like I would say like Blueprints, but if you've played a point and click before, it's about time I finally met you. Do you know who I am, Miss Shaw? Oh, of course. And let's dispense with formalities. Call me Beatrice. Nelson has told me a lot about you. In fact, he never stops talking about you. Let's cut to the chase, Beatrice. Do you know where Professor Ward is? At this hour. At the university, I suppose. You should know better. No, he is not there. Well, where is he then? I was hoping you could tell me. One moment. Have I missed something? Professor Ward has absconded with a significant sum of money from a donation to the university. Nobody knows where he is. Nelson, a thief? Impossible. He doesn't care about money. I know, beet rice. Why would he do such a thing? I wonder the same. I just started this last night, Appa. This is what I started last night. And if you like this one was on sale. I played the demo for it last year. The demo's still up. So if you like want to see if it's something you might enjoy, the demo's up. Also, Excavation of Barrow. I can't remember if we've talked about that one. I was talking about it a lot last night, but I highly recommend that one as well. For point and click puzzlies. Pinkarat, thank you so much for the lovely 8 months. I appreciate that. Cotton's got a foot dangling out of his bed and it keeps tapping my arm. That sounds like when Jumbles sleeps in the little donut bed next to Nate's desk. He'll like spread out. He'll like be like half out of the bed. And he'll sometimes pat Nate's monitor. Has to pay the bean toll. Okay, I'll ask it again. Do you know where I can find him? Ease your tone with me, young man. I don't know what you're insinuating, but I'm as confused by the news as you are. I'm sorry. That has been a very tough day. Oh yeah, also we got like... Our fiance broke up with us. We don't have a home anymore. First I find out my colleague is a thief. Then the board expresses its desire to shut down the Department of Metapsychical Research if I don't prove the existence of the afterlife in 72 hours. And then, to top it off, my fiancé has broken ties with me, I've been kicked out of my own house, and all my money has been frozen in the bank. I am a nervous wreck, so permit me some vehemence. Oh, I'm so sorry. But believe me when I say I have no idea where Nelson is. You were seen with him at the Red Lion. And you thought I was his accomplice, did you? Your informant never considered that we were just two old friends having a pint at our usual haunt. The Red Lion is the perfect place for me to go unnoticed. They are too drunk to recognize me. What is your relationship with the professor? Are you lovers? No, no. Nelson has never shown interest in romantic relationships. I have no interest in men either. We've been lifelong friends. We grew up together in Whitby. We have hardly been apart ever since. The professor never spoke of you. We're talking about Nelson, so does it really surprise you? I admit we basically only talked about professional matters. I gave up on him talking about his personal life. Don't blame yourself. I have to be very persuasive to get him to talk about anything other than metapsychics. Nelson lives in his own world. He never wanted to be diagnosed, but I think he has early onset hebephrenia. I suppose that's why he's seen as an eccentric person. That would explain a lot. But he's the most upright and honest person I know. So all this talk of theft and flight has me baffled. Something smells fishy about this. Okay, so maybe he was abducted by ghosts or got sucked into a ghost dimension. Babes, I do not believe you have psychic powers. With all due respect. You are right to think that because I do not have such powers. It is all a charade as that buffoon Houdini pointed out. My calling is scientific, Patrick. My dream has always been to pursue science, but they wouldn't let me into university. A place exclusive to men. Everything is exclusive to men in this rotten society. I had to be self-taught and I have become a good scientist. But damn it, I can't prove it. I find it curious that, as a scientist, you have no qualms about what you do. I take money from those who hindered my professional career. I've managed to amass a fortune at their expense. As far as I'm concerned, I have a clear conscience. Okay, I love her. I'm worried about Nelson. He must have been coerced into doing what he did. It's not like him. I refuse to believe it. Do you have any clues as to where we can find him? No, every lead I followed regarding his whereabouts has led me to you. Oh, have you checked if he is in his workshop? What workshop? He never told you about it, I see. Does he have a secret workshop? Secret wouldn't be the word. He would simply forget to mention it. You know how he is. Like a box of surprises, like a box of chocolates, indeed. Nelson wanted me to have a spare key to the place. I have it stored in that drawer. Will you come with me? Don't you have a function next? My best friend has gone missing. The last thing I care about is entertaining a bunch of rich folks. So let's go and not waste any time. You look tired. Why don't you take a nap? I'll let you know when we are about to arrive. I am all right, not to worry. I won't insist. Okay, I love her. I hate London. Its streets, its people, its repressive morality. The only good thing about the city is Nelson. Although he's from Whitby. Whitby? I guess that doesn't count. Wait, we have a friend. Yes, she's our friend who wasn't allowed to go to school, wasn't allowed to pursue her college degree, so she has become a fake medium to take money from the people that hindered her progress. She could be his sugar. That's true. That's true. And just like a platonic sugar mama. She said she has no interest in men. Nelson was her best friend. She's so real, right? She figured things out. She's doing it her own way. What's your story, Patrick? Excuse me. Both you and the professor are obsessed with finding out what lies beyond death. An admirable passion. Both of you would give anything to know the truth. So tell me, where does this interest come from? I saw a ghost when... Okay, we're getting backstory. I saw a ghost when I was a child. Interesting. It was my little brother. He died of polio when I was 9 years old. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patrick. I can't imagine how hard it must have been for you. It was, Beat Rice. It was. It happened on the night of his funeral. I heard footsteps in the hallway that startled me. They were heading towards the room Cedric and I shared. At first, I thought those steps belonged to one of my parents. But it didn't sound like their walk. It sounded like Cedric's walk. Polio had deformed his right leg. His gait was distinctive. I jumped out of bed, opened the door to the hallway, and... it was him. His face was contorted in a perpetual grimace of agony and pain. He was bumping into walls with violence. He was banging his head against the door frames as if something was eating him up inside and he was trying to get rid of the pain. It must have been terrible. So horrible that I couldn't bear it and I fainted. I never told my parents. Would they have believed me? I doubt it. Neither did I want to cause them any more pain than they were already enduring. But what I saw was real. It was not a hallucination or a dream. There's no one in the world who can convince me otherwise. For years, I have been obsessed not only with the fact that we can see the immaterial world, but also with what is happening to these poor souls. I don't buy into those benevolent stories of ghosts appearing to their loved ones to bid farewell. What I usually do in my show, yes. Dear fantasy, I'm with you. If we go back to ancient times, the figure of the ghost has always caused terror. Ghosts have been feared since the dawn of time. Why are they used in literature as a chilling element? Why does the world itself have that terrifying connotation? Why does the word itself? They are our loved ones, right? It should be cause for celebration and hope that they visit us after death and that we can contact them. As with visions of angels or virgins. No one was scared of the apparitions at Lourdes in 1858. Exactly. Cedric's appearance was of a different nature. It conveyed anger, pain, aggressiveness. It was the very embodiment of terror. Something happens to us when we pass to the other side. I want to know what it is. I can't bear the thought of my little brother, who suffered in life, also suffering in death. He doesn't deserve it. No one deserves to end up like that. Most religions assure us that eternal peace awaits us after death. Rubbish. They're wrong. Do you want to hear my story? Of course, go ahead. Yes, BFF, go. Nelson and I witnessed a similar apparition when we were children. It was at St. Mary's Church in Whitby. Okay, this spelling has changed. Whitby. There were rumors that strange noises were heard in the church some nights. The parish priest denied it, but everyone knew something was happening there. The village elders talked about the ghost of a former prior who roamed the church at night. We have always been passionate about these issues. And like the good rascals we were, we snuck into the church one night hoping to see a ghost. Childhood fantasies, you know. We sat on one of the benches closest to the exit just in case. We were there in the dark for over 3 hours with nothing happening. But suddenly we saw the benches near the altar starting to move on their own. A dark silhouette materialized and began pushing the benches with violence while approaching us. We heard its voice, but we couldn't interpret what it was saying. Its tone denoted anger. That scared us more than its mere presence. I don't know how we overcame the fear, but we managed to get out of there. That same night, we promised to dedicate our lives to studying these phenomena. Did you become a researcher? Oh yes, most of my life has been dedicated to research with Nelson. But we didn't succeed. Nelson had support as a forensic scientist and later as a professor at the university. He could afford something as basic as living. I needed money. Research in this field was a guarantee of starving to death. And we weren't achieving great results either. So I put aside the investigations and became Beatrice Shaw, the great medium. Nelson didn't take it very well, although he never stopped informing me of all his progress. The last night we met at the Red Lion, he told me he had found an ideal place to investigate. Number 34 Benwell Street. Yes, I have been there. I managed to contact an entity. Are you serious? Nelson was right. We have to go back there and conduct a thorough investigation. Those idiots who want to shut down the department will have no choice but to eat their words. Oh, we are arriving. Hopefully we will find Nelson sleeping soundly in the workshop, unaware of all that's happening. I doubt it. Doubt it. Professor? There seems to be no one here. Let me try. Nelson, you fool! Open this blasted door. All of London is looking for you. You fool. I'll open it. He's not here. We should search the laboratory. Maybe there's something that will give us a clue to his whereabouts. Good idea. I think the light switch is nearby. Where? Ah, here it is. Let there be light. Let's turn this place upside down. Okay. She's rich and loves science, so yeah, they could be a good platonic pair. I love that. That's gonna be the headcanon, but I don't know, like, I hope that there's like a happy ending, but who knows what's gonna happen. You know Beat Rice? Our friend Beat Rice. I feel like I have like a hair caught between my glasses and my nose and it keeps tickling my nose. I've been wearing my glasses more in the evening during streaming, so just to give my eyes more of a rest. Snickle Fritz, you are 29% that bitch Wesker. You're getting there. Hide, hello. Thank you for the good luck. I hope that you're doing well. I always have Fiona hairs in my face masks. The things we do. Well, I was like, I don't even know if this is cat hair or probably my hair falling out. You know, just like loose hairs. Okay. This box is full of technical drawings. I'll take a closer look. Oh, it can't be. Beet rice. What have you found? Come take a look at this. I can't not see Judge Judy now. Is this what I think it is? The box of revelations. Nelson couldn't stop talking about it. High-tech machinery that can reveal the hidden. A real-time viewer of the beyond. A fantasy. We theorized a lot about this device, but we gave up when we assumed it was impossible to build it with existing technology. However, from what I see, yes, it seems the professor found the key. If we connect, oh my god, of course, it could work. Take a close look at this document. I read, designed by Professor Nelson Ward and Professor Patrick Moore. Yes, the core part of this machine is based on my electromagnetic wave booster. King, welcome in. Beast Slayer, hello. Melly, King Crew, Raid, what's up? How was your stream? Y'all can read the text, right? Thank you so much for the raid. I don't think I can pause this, unfortunately. How was your Fortnite? Welcome in, everybody. We're just looking at a little ghost machine. How was Fortnite? Beastslayer, how are you? Nelly, how's it going? It was alright, just a chill, nice chill one tonight. Good. I'm glad you had a nice chill time. If this is your first time here, if you're new, I'm Charles. You can also call me Runner. I play a lot of different things. I started this point and click ghosty game last night and we're continuing. So if you're in the mood for some Victorian ghost hunting, creepiness, and adventures, stick around. But also if you need to go, King, anybody that came in with King, if you need to go raid and run, raid and fade, go take care of yourself, please do so. Sorry, I have like a phantom something tickling my nose. Speaking of ghosts, I have like a hair or something. I think I got it. I just really need to clean my glasses. I used to be like really good at doing it, you know, once a week. It's alright, life been after me lately. Oh. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Had a pretty decent day working. I did a new workout tonight that felt good. It was challenging. Had a nice dinner. Now I'm streaming, so, you know, really can't complain. But hopefully life takes a break from going after you. The Fortnite games were good. Didn't win any of them, but I tried, and that's all that. You know what? My physical education teacher, my PE teacher in 5th grade, 4th and 5th grade, she would say if you did your best, you won. So if you did your best and you had fun, that's all that matters. How long have you been playing Fortnite for? I just played it for the first time last year, and it was not really my thing. I played a couple of games, but I had a good time playing with friends for a birthday. Yeah, it is the worst feeling. Yeah, and I'm just like, I need to clean my glasses. We had shredded chicken burrito bowls. So it was like some shredded chicken with black beans and rice, with some shredded greens and guacamole and stuff. So it's very filling. I had 2 tacos or burritos, so I'm very full. I've been playing it since its release. I do a lot of Cash Cup tournaments in the game, so I get very annoyed when I don't win, but I just... Wait, is Cash Cup, does that mean like you bet money? Wait, can you bet? Can you bet on Fortnite and make money? Is that what Cash Cup is? But I get it. I get being competitive. And Melly says, and it was fun to watch. See, I've watched a lot of friends, a lot of friends play Fortnite. I've watched a lot of friends play Fortnite, Minecraft, Marvel Rival. I don't usually watch Marvel Rivals because I feel like it's too much going on for my eyes. Also, thank you so much for the follow. I do have anonymous follow, so if you just want to lurk and hang out, please feel free. Cash Cup tournaments are events that a Fortnite put together where you can win a load of money. Okay. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. That's like an incentive. Okay, so what's going, just to catch you all up, if you're interested in the story, we are a professor at a university. Our ghost investigation partner has disappeared, seemingly stealing a large sum of money from the university. So we have been given 72 hours to give tangible proof that there is an afterlife or that ghosts exist. So we have gone on some adventures, and we have just hooked up with a medium who is not really a medium. She wants to be a scientist, but she cannot go to university because of society at the time. So we have made it to the workshop of our friend that disappeared, and we have found like a ghost machine or something that allows you to see into the next world, into the afterlife, I think. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're doing here. One of the pieces would fit into a side spring. Eugene Wood. Does that name ring a bell? He's a renowned photographer specializing in post-mortem images, mourning portraits, photographs of the deceased for their family's remembrance. I find it a distasteful practice. I hope they do not photograph me like that when I die. In fact, I have stated in my will that I want to be cremated and emptied down some drain. I hope my last wish is fulfilled. I think that piece is a photographics plate. One of the functions of the Box of Revelations is to visually record the surroundings. Okay. That tube is meant to contain ectoplasm, correct? You're right. So we're basically, this is Ghostbusters Victorian. Since ectoplasm is the materialization of certain elements from the beyond, we have theorized that, if treated and enhanced, it could be a strong conduit for displaying that invisible reality. But Florence Cook? She is an even more fraudulent medium than you, if I may be so bold. Florence Cook would manifest an entity called Katie King through her body. And yes, it was proven to be a fraud. And the professor knew it. That's why I'm concerned about entrusting the collection of ectoplasm to Florence Cook. So we're like building a team. Like, these are people we need to have join us, I think. This here, it's a geometric figure. This space is intended for the machine's generator. For the Box of Revelations to be autonomous, we needed significant power. We conducted several tests synthesizing and miniaturizing various generators. We were unsuccessful. It was one of the reasons we couldn't carry out a prototype. However, it seems that Nelson found an alternative. There's no doubt about it. But I don't know what that figure could be. Professor Silas Bennett. Who are we talking about? Silas Bennett is a reputable yet eccentric archaeologist. He spends much of his time searching for artifacts out of time and place. This has led to a rather dubious reputation. Artifacts out of place and time? UParts? That's what they call them. It is an acronym for out-of-place artifact. UParts. Fascinating. The Box of Revelations is a reality. It can be made. With those 3 missing pieces and relying on the professor's judgment, yes. Do you know what this means, dear friend? Thanks to it, you'll be able to prove to those skeptics on the board that you were right. What am I saying? To those skeptics, to the whole world. Come with me. This device caught my attention, but I didn't know what it was until I saw the plan for the Box of Revelations. Yes, indeed. It appears to be a prototype of sorts. Let's see what you think of my proposal. I've noticed some missing adjustments and some elements that could be improved. I could take care of that while you get the missing pieces. But what about the professor? Should we suspend our search? We're at a dead end. We can waste time wandering around London, or we can save your department at the university. We'll worry about Nelson later. Something tells me he will show up eventually. Well, what do you say? If the machine works, we can try it at Benwell Street. So count on it. Excellent. Let's recap. Oh my god. We need an ectoplasm sample. Nelson pinned his hopes on Florence Cook. I have doubts about this matter. It's well known that Florence Cook was a fraud. It's also well known that Nelson is the most skeptical investigator in all of England. Trust him. Nelson must know something we don't. Alright, where can we find Florence Cook nowadays? She's still conducting spiritualist sessions. She has her cabinet on Lark Hall Lane. I'll head there. Professor Silas Bennett is the key to making the machine autonomous. An archaeologist, not an engineer. I wonder how he can help us. We'll have to ask him. Do you know where we can locate him? Yes, he has an office at the London Archaeological Society. And last but not least, we have Eugene Wood, a photographer. The machine can photographically record its surroundings, and that compartment in it seems intended for a photographic plate. But not just any photographic plate. If it were, Nelson wouldn't have had trouble finding one. I'll pay Bennett a visit and we'll find out. Okay, so we have 3 places to go, at least 3 places to go. Very well, pay a visit to those people. Meanwhile, I'll work on the machine adjustments. Bring me the pieces as you acquire them. Let's get to it. What if she killed Professor Ward? What if it's just a front? Thank you for the lurks. I should let Beat Rice work. She knows what she's doing. Professor Ward's famous Casuistic archive. He used to have it in his office. Apparently, he moved it here recently. I spent a lot of time reading its files over and over. Hold on a minute. I think you updated it with 4 new cases. They seem interesting, but I'm not sure if it's a good time to read them. The case of the sheet ghost? Okay, maybe we're gonna have to come to these for like... I don't want to read through all of these right now. Maybe when we're like dealing with somebody, we're gonna have to like look through here. The shelf is full of tools, but I don't see anything that could help me. Sounds like the case of the sheet ghost. If I need a ladder, I'll know where to find one. Beatrice? I must thank you for helping me. Quite the contrary, Patrick. I am the one who is grateful to you. This whole affair has restored my passion for paranormal investigations. This is what I wanted to devote my life to. I feel rejuvenated. And it's all thanks to you and the mess Nelson has got himself into. But think about it. We are about to unveil the mysteries that lie beyond death. Aren't you nervous? Yes, of course. I fear for the professor. So do I, my friend, so do I. But for the moment, what can we do? Do you have any ideas? Unfortunately, no, I can't think of anything. Let's occupy our minds with this device. Perhaps we can shed some light on the matter while we work. Maybe we should tell her that the Benwell house is going to be demolished? That is where we should investigate, but there are 3 men guarding it. It's impossible to access it unless we get rid of them. We will find a way to investigate there, don't worry. For the time being, let's focus on finishing the machine. Looks like a high-powered electric generator. Why would the professor need such wattage? For the machine. Okay, so since he mentioned the ectoplasm first, I feel like let's go visit Florence Cook. Florence Cook herself, for example, she was studied by several researchers. Those who certified her as a fraud belonged to the London intellectual elite. Several of them affiliated with the Conservative Party. Believe me, Mr. Taylor, when I say that our leaders are not interested in us being aware of the truth. I am not saying it is a conspiracy, but it is a conspiracy. Ah, good afternoon. You're part of the group, I assume. Excuse me? The advertisement? I beg your pardon. I placed an advertisement in the British Association of Supernatural Studies newsletter seeking people to join me at Miss Cook's session. Only Mr. Morton and Mr. Taylor responded to the call. Tell me, did you also come because of the advertisement? Yes or no? Yes, of course. I'm glad. I'm Joseph Brown. Patrick Moore. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Moore. You don't have to worry about money. As I mentioned in the advertisement itself, it's all paid for. I appreciate that. I hope you don't think Katie King is a fraud, as they have tried to make us believe. Well, I suppose we'll soon find out. Yes, of course, that's the idea. Gentlemen, Miss Cook informs me she's ready. Remember to remain silent throughout the session. It's of the utmost importance that no matter what happens and no matter what you see, you do not leave your seat. Will we see Katie King? I cannot ensure that, but it seems that this evening the medium's spiritual energies are in full swing, so your wish will probably come true. Fascinating. If you would be kind enough to join me. Yushi, thank you for the lurk. Are you nervous, Mr. Moore? Oh yes, I am shaking all over. I can offer you an opiate to calm your nerves. I usually carry some with me for medicinal purposes. But promise me you won't tell anyone. It won't be necessary. Shall we go in? Yes, of course. Informed you of the guidelines to follow during the session. Know that communication with the spirit world is very delicate. Any unexpected event could result in the loss of connection with the beyond. Therefore, allow me to remind you of what you must not forget while the medium is in a trance. You cannot rise from your seat once the session has begun. If Katie King were to manifest, do not speak to her. She cannot see or hear you. She will only communicate through me. She is quite sensitive to what happens in this world, so try not to make any sudden moves. She could get scared and disappear. If you wish to convey a message to her, address it to me. Even while in a trance, I will be able to hear you and transmit your words. Has everyone understood? Any questions or doubts before we begin? Do we have to put our hands on the table during the session? Do you have psychic powers, Mr. Brown? Me? No, I don't have any. Then let the medium be the one to place her hands on the table to channel psychic energies, alright? But Katie can't see or hear them, so... right? Yes, of course. Let's begin. Something's not adding up. Katie King, daughter of John King. You who left this life to join the world of the dead. You who have been living in the shadows ever since, I summon you, O wandering spirit. Let us witness your presence in this world to which unfortunately you no longer belong. Leave the darkness and join the living. Is it the niece in a costume? Florence? Is that you, Florence? Oh, I'm here, Katie King. The sound of my voice will guide you to me. Join us. The researchers were right. The manifestation emanates the scent of flowers. I feel life in this place. You are not alone. No, dear. I am accompanied by people who have come to see you. Who are they? I cannot see them, only feel them. Mr. Brown is with me on my right. Opposite me sit Mr. Morton and Mr. Taylor. And finally, Mr. Moore is on my left. Nice to meet you, gentlemen. Katie says she's pleased to meet you. We can hear her. Unbelievable. Katie King must be using all her energy to communicate with this reality. Katie. Yes, Florence. My guests inform me that they can hear your voice. That is wonderful. Can I convey a message to them? Of course, dear. You are blessed to live in a world that, while not perfect, is full of wonders. Where I come from, there is nothing. Everything is dark. It is a lonely place. He's dead. Do not waste your lives on conflicts. Avoid problems. Live your lives as if each day was the last. Those are very beautiful words, dear. Does anyone wish to ask Katie King a question? Okay, here in about 5, we're going to take a break. Gentlemen, Katie King exists. The session has been a success. We should celebrate. I know an exquisite restaurant not far from here. What do you think about going to the Regent Street Smokers Club instead? Good option, Mr. Morton. I know a brothel that... Mr. Taylor's option. You've heard Katie King. We must live life. Let's get moving, gentlemen. The session is over, Mr. Moore. Do you need anything else? You were Katie King, weren't you? No, I do not know what you are talking about. You just had to change clothes and appear from the shadows. My good sir, I don't know what you're aiming at, but I beg you to leave. Forgive me, but my intention is not to cause trouble. My name is Patrick Moore. I'm a university professor. I'm involved in metapsychic research along with my colleague, Nelson Ward. Oh no, not again. I hoped I would never hear that name again in my life. I'm confused. Did you have trouble with my colleague? I will tell you the same thing I told Professor Ward. You will not get the ectoplasm sample at the expense of my aunt's life. So you can... Enough, Charlotte. But Aunt Florence, I said enough. I've made a decision. If you'd be so kind as to step aside, I need to speak with this gentleman. So you work with Professor Ward. That is correct. And where is he? I almost lost some fingers, was offering kittens treats. A dangerous pastime. Don't get in between kittens and treats. I have no idea where he might be. Has he disappeared? Yes, something like that. I have taken over his research. If it's all right with you, let's get this conversation in order. My colleague left a note saying you could provide an ectoplasm sample. That is correct. I do not mean to be rude, but I believe he made a mistake in thinking you'd be the right person for the job. Not to be rude, but you suck. Your reputation is questionable, Miss Cook, and what I saw in there confirms it. Forget what you have seen. Anyone except the group you came with would know it's a crude setup. But Professor Nelson has a memory. It is something that is sadly lacking in all those who hear the name Florence Cook for the first time. What do you mean? I have not always been a fraud, Mr. Moore. When I was just a teenager, I contacted an entity who called himself Sergeant Hughes. I managed to materialize ectoplasm through my body, and this entity used it to communicate with me. I thought it was a good way to make a living. And it was for the first few weeks. But with each session, Sergeant Hughes gained more strength to the point of possessing my body. He became more and more violent. His intention was to invade this reality, a reality to which he did not belong. I managed to sever the link, but his last words were a threat, a death threat. It was then that I created Katie King. A contrivance, of course, but safer without risking my life. People didn't care, they were still amazed by the sessions. Since then, there have been several Katie Kings. I was the first, but logically I had to stay young. The latest Katie King, as you have seen, is my niece, Charlotte. Do you understand now, Mr. Moore? My aunt can't do what you're asking. She could die if she invoked Sergeant Hughes. I'm sorry, I was unaware of all of this. It is not my intention to put you in danger. That doesn't matter now. I am sick, Mr. Moore, very sick. I've been given up on. Doctors have diagnosed that I have no more than 2 months left to live. I want to do it. I don't want to leave this life without the world knowing that I was never a fraud. So you're in luck. You will have your ectoplasm sample. I believe your niece is right. Invoking that entity could... It is my will, and you must respect it. I want that sample more than anything in this world, but I am also concerned about your safety, and I would like to have a clear conscience. You will. As I said, this is what I want. Mind you, I'm not going to summon the bastard without the presence of William Crooks. Crooks? The scientist who discovered the element thallium? Among other things, yes. When my name and Katie King's became famous, several researchers wanted to verify the authenticity of the phenomenon. One of them was a promising scientist and a member of the Royal Society. He validated the phenomenon, he knew it was all a hoax, but he didn't want to discredit me in society's eyes. He was criticized and almost discredited as a scientist. I'd like to have him at the session. I have a lot to say to him. He was an important person in my life, although I doubt he'll accept the invitation. Tell me, can you get Mr. Crooks to come? Know that I won't lift a finger without his attendance. Yes, I'll try. He resides in Berkeley Square. Ask any coachman nearby and they'll tell you where to find him. In the meantime, I'll begin the preparations. Hi, Bri. New clue. Point and click in. Bri, do you have your coffee? Are you awake this evening? Do you know that your selfishness will make my aunt die? Forget it. I'm outnumbered. May God's will be done. Okay, this has just been a lot. Like, I want to get through this dialogue so I can take a quick break. Okay. It was those fancy feast squares. The kids wanted to be fancy tonight. Okay, Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. It always comes back to Vigo. Ma'am, your aunt asked for this? Like, ma'am, you don't have it, but she won't have a job, maybe. Maybe she like doesn't want to lose her job. I went walk-in and just finished dinner. Lovely, what did you have for dinner? Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break. BRB. Alright, welcome back everyone. It couldn't be just like, of course it's not just like we show up. I thought it was like maybe she collects ectoplasm? I don't know. Thank you for the welcome back. I don't know, does ectoplasm like evaporate after so long? Like, this painting reminds me of The Hill of Dreams by Arthur Machen. These are some of the scientists who investigated the phenomenon of Katie King. Mr. Crooks is the one in the middle. There are several business cards on the tray. You can take one if you wish. Thank you. Okay, so that's probably a good thing. We have to click on everything and take everything. What kind of flowers are they? Lobelias. Why is it so important for you to obtain an ectoplasm sample? We are creating a machine with which one can see the beyond. We'll just be honest. At the cost of a life, is it worth it? Let me work it. Let the dead rest and let the living live. A 1873 portrait of Katie King. She looks very young. The flowers give off an intoxicating aroma. They are African lilies. Sometimes the dead don't want to stay. I feel like that's been a theme lately, which I guess playing survival horror and horror games, it's like the dead don't want to stay dead. I'm going to read a little passage from the Book of the Dead, Le Book of the Dead. Okay, let's see if we can find a coach person to... William Crook's residence. I will inform Mr. Crooks. What did you say your name was? Moore. Patrick Moore. Moore. Give me more. Mr. Crooks, a gentleman named Patrick Moore wishes to see you. Thank you, okay. Hello, you sexy man. Yes, what do you want? My name is Patrick Moore. I'm a university professor. What field? Medicine. Nice to meet you. Although I come to you as a metapsychic researcher, an interesting pseudoscience. Certainly interesting, but unproductive if I may express my opinion. Mr. Moore, I am aware that I am known for having been involved in these matters in former times, but all that belongs to the past. I don't know how I could help you. I do not want to bore you with details, so I'll be brief. I am completing a machine that will be a breakthrough in the field of metapsychics. You have my attention. Continue. But I need several elements to carry it out. One of them is a sample of ectoplasm that the medium Florence Cook could provide for me. Florence? Did you say Florence Cook? Yes. I will save you some time, Mr. Moore. Florence Cook is a fraud. I also doubt her mediumistic abilities, although I have my reasons to give her the benefit of the doubt. That is your choice. Don't say nobody warned you. She asked me to beg you to attend the session. She won't do it if you're not present. No. I know that. I am not getting involved in this, sir. I have been nominated for the Nobel Prize several times, and I was recently knighted. The last thing I need is to be associated with these matters again. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Gosh, they're also snooty. I mean, but also, like, we wouldn't have all the rigmarole if they were just like, okay, you know what? I'd like to help you. I'm going to be a good person today and help you. Do it in the name of science, Mr. Crooks. Metapsychics is not a science. Chemistry and physics, those are sciences. Wait, our platonic friend is back at the workshop working on the machine. She's been left behind. She's left behind like the rapture. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's an engineer. She's a scientist. She's an engineer. She's an actress. She does it all. What can't she do? She's the one who should be out here, not Patrick Moore. Aren't you curious to find out if Florence Cook isn't a fraud after all? I thoroughly investigated Florence Cook, Mr. Moore, and believe me, that woman has no extraordinary powers. However, your conclusion about her was quite the opposite. It's very complicated, you wouldn't understand. I didn't want to be harsh on her because let's just say it was a dishonest act that jeopardized my credibility as a scientist. Platonic friend at this time of year, at this time of day. So I don't know if you saw Florence Cook. She is best friends with our research partner, Professor Nelson Ward. She has no interest in men. She wanted to go to college, but she couldn't go to college because she's a woman in this time. And so she's like, I crafted this medium persona to take the money from the people that stood in my way of going to university. Hope you're doing well tonight. Ty had a sharp nail that I had to trim, and boy, did he fight me. Ooh. Kat, I hope that Ty's nail got trimmed and that you're okay. I hope that you're doing well this evening. I could bring you the blueprints of the machine I'm building. Yes, you already told me about it. It runs on ectoplasm. Yes, well, not exactly. Spare me the details, Mr. Moore. Remember, you are talking to a scientist. It won't take much of your time. I've already given you my refusal, Mr. Moore. Please, don't insist. You said you were interested in the world of metapsychics. I also told you it was completely unproductive. May I give you some advice? Don't waste your time investigating these matters. You are young. Do you want to end up like those nutcases from Bass, believing they've summoned... Well, who's on this month? Cleopatra? St. John the Baptist? Ludwig von Beethoven? Oh, of course, Beethoven. I've had contact with an entity. Are you running out of arguments to try to convince me, Mr. Moore? As I've already told you, I cannot help you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to review the speech I will be giving at the headquarters of the British Confederation of Scientific Societies. I only have a short time before the coachman picks me up. Good luck to you, Mr. Moore. Florence Cook is dying. Ooh, we just pulled out the card. What's wrong with her? She didn't specify what illness it is, but her life expectancy is months, weeks. She wants to see you before she dies. Is this emotional racketeering? Is that your final desperate argument to try to convince me? Oh no, I already exhausted all my resources trying unsuccessfully to convince you a moment ago. I'm just conveying Miss Cook's words to you. I'll be frank with you, Mr. Moore. My mind is split in two halves. One is controlled by reason, and to it I owe becoming a respected scientist. Spirituality consumes the other half. That's why I became interested in the afterlife. I wanted answers, and that led me to investigate Florence Cook's case. At that time, she was considered the most authentic medium in London. The investigation lasted longer than necessary because we realized we enjoyed each other's company. We fell in love, Mr. Moore. Oh, I concluded that Florence's powers were nothing but a hoax. It was obvious that Katie King was her, although no one else realized it. But even so, I was so in love with Florence that I wanted to cover for her and admitted that everything was real. Those claims shook my credibility, even my career was at risk. Florence didn't want everything to end like that, so in an act of what I now see as bravery, she ended our relationship. She broke my heart. I haven't seen her since then. And if what you say about her illness is true, it is. Believe me. In that case, my heart would break again if I were to see her in that state. I want to hold on to the memory I have of Florence. Full of life, full of light. Do you understand me? But please respect my decision. And please apologize to Florence for me. She should come here and yell at you. That's what we're gonna do. I've taken a liking to you, Mr. Moore. You'll be welcome in this house anytime, even if I'm absent. Feel free to consult my library whenever you want. Do you know Duchesne? Of course. I have several first editions on the second shelf. You'll find them interesting. Good afternoon, Mr. Moore. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Well, not as short as I wanted, but short enough. Just a little dagger now. Cannot help us or won't. So, tale as old as time, they fell in love. The drama. We were trying to do it ourselves because the vet charges almost $100 for sedation and nail trim. And he's older now, so I don't want him being sedated. That makes sense. Hopefully, the more often you do it, the more used to it he'll get. Yeah, Nate has to, like, hold the kitties. Jumbles is pretty okay with it. Jasper's the more, like, fidgety, kicky one. So we have, like, a little system that we've gotten in place. A bit of warmth is appreciated after spending the whole day walking the cold streets of London. I no longer need to watch the clock for the university board to decide whether or not to close the Department of Metapsychic Research. Beat Rice is right. If we manage to make the Box of Revelations work, we will prove to everyone the existence of the spectral world. Fatigue is starting to take its toll on me. The dark circles under my eyes are becoming more and more evident. The library is quite a treasure. It contains volumes that would be the dream of any antiquarian. Excuse me. Yes? Couldn't you convince Mr. Crooks? That would be meddling in Mr. Crooks's affairs. It would exceed me duties. I need Mr. Crooks to accompany me. I need Mr. Crooks to accompany me to that session. I understand, but I'm sorry I can't help ya. There's nothing you can do for me, right? I'm just a simple maid, sir. Where are they expecting Mr. Crooks? He has to give a speech at the British Confederation of Scientific Societies. The coachman should be arriving soon. So, I guess we're gonna come back when he's gone. Daisies and camellias. And pilfer through his study? Petunias. There's a sealed envelope inside that tray. It's for the coachman. It contains a card with the address where Mr. Crooks will give his speech. Don't lay a hand on it, if you please. Can I not take it? Ty is like 25 pounds. Big kitty. Tiger. Not Patrick changing the address to that person's house or whatever, right? I wonder if I can get her out of here. What if I catch the house on fire? You want a business card? I could put Florence Cook's business card in the envelope on the tray. Although it is sealed, the only way to open it would be to break it and the maid would notice. Dang it. Do you want a crystal flask? Let's bribe her with the crystal flask. Okay, so maybe we need an envelope to put... Okay, so maybe we need an envelope to put the business card in. And then we swap them. That's my brain thoughts right now. Silas Bennett's. Let's go to the photo studio. Let's go get some glamour shots. I understand the situation, but now's not the right time to go see Patty. What? Listen here, lad. Look at me when I'm talking to ye. Oh yes, I apologize. Are you saying you want to keep Patty waiting? No, I'm not saying that. But understand, I'm in the middle of a photo shoot. The camera's loaded, I just need to touch up the deceased and... No, won't be able to pay Patty if I don't do this job. The Perkins sisters pay well, you know. Mate, you'd have to photograph loads of dead bodies to pay off what you owe Patty. This place is getting on my nerves, Brian. Let's sod off. You heard me, mate, corpse snapper. So shift it. Who are you? Oh, this geezer looks familiar. I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like you two are in charge. Would you be so kind as to grant me a few minutes with Mr. Wood? Maybe he's a customer. Let me have a word with him. Shut it, snapper. Yeah, sorry. Request denied. And now move out the way. Hold on, let me make sure. It's like it's the cat's dinner time and Jasper was snoozing, but he heard Nate yelling for him. Off we go. Okay. So there's a dead body here? Just a moment, please. Now what the hell's going on? Miss Constance? Miss Adelia? Please stay. It is all a misunderstanding that I'll sort out shortly. Do you want us to call the Bobbies, Mr. Wood? No, Constance, no. Listen up, ladies. If you're planning to call up the Bobbies, let me know. Because if you do, I'll cut out your tongues so you can't. Oh. No Bobbies, got it? Hey, you. We wasted enough time. Let's scarper. Yes, a time feeder. He heard him. Tongue or Bobbies, which will it be? Oh, right. Right. Are you both alright? No. At least we've still got our tongues. I am deeply sorry for your loss. Thank you very much, sir. Where did they take the photographer? Seen that bold act of thievery, did you? What's the world coming to? King George should kick all those Irish out of our land. They were Paddy's men, sir. It seems Mr. Wood has done business with the wrong person. Paddy? Who is Paddy? Where can I find them? How would we know, eh? Suggesting we mix with that lot, are you? I was just asking. Paddy usually operates in St. Giles. Word is he runs his business from a tavern there. Oh great, new location. How do you even know that? Read it in the papers. Stick to the society pages, sister. You read too much. Anyway, why are you so interested in those people? They are not our kind. They live among us, sister. The Irish, Italians, Poles, Oh, enough. What are you trying to tell me? Now we have to worry about them like we do the poor street children? We worry about the street children? Who do you think the proceeds from the charity markets we organize every Christmas go to? That is not good enough, Constance. Excuse my sister Adelia, sir. Reading those progressive newspapers seems to have altered our conscience. I'm only saying that. Quiet, Adelia. This gentleman is not interested in your utopian fantasies. Wow. Wow. I see you are carrying a bouquet of flowers, Miss Perkins. Violets, my brother's favorite. My wish is that he is photographed with them. Do you want me to place the violets in your brother's hands? Not yet. I'll do it when he's about to be photographed. I can put them in water if you like. They may be spoilt. Don't insist, sir. I'll place them in Bertram's hands when he's about to be photographed. What will you do if the photographer does not show up? The undertaker himself will come fetch our Bertram in a couple of hours. Hope Mr. Wood's back by then. I would not count on it, sister. You are too pessimistic, Adelia. What do you think? She is a pessimist, isn't she? I hope that the whole matter will get sorted out. The briefcase is brimming with cosmetics, more fitting for a mortician than a conventional photographer. Can we take some makeup? All these individuals were deceased when they were photographed, like those on that wall, and the ones in those frames on the floor. I see nothing of interest in this piece of furniture. Perhaps the drawer holds some aid. Only photo albums. Let me inspect the other drawer. More albums of photographs. It's securely locked. Ah. It shows an infant no more than a year old who appears to be asleep. Alas, he was not. The camera stands prepared, loaded for the photograph. Pray tell, you do not intend to photograph poor Bertram in his current state, do you? What state? His eyes are absent. You cannot immortalize him thus. His eyes are absent. Oh, he has empty eye sockets. And we don't wish to remember our brother in such a state. The photographer said he would fix it. Guess we gotta go find some marbles to put in those. I had a brief time where I wanted to go back to school to be a mortician. Pinkadot, I actually looked into mortuary science myself when I was at the pet funeral home. I helped a mortician, and then my aunt and step-uncle's neighbor ran one of the big funeral homes in Wichita. So like I talked to people, and then I just didn't. It was I think at that time I was still in college, and I was like, am I going to go to grad school? What am I going to do? But I looked into it. Bri, did you get some coffee? Or you had coffee? Okay, I gotta go get some eyeballs. Ladies, what happened to your brother's eyes? He gouged them out. He used to have violent outbursts. Thought he saw things no man should. What? Paranoid delusional, form of dementia. That is what the doctor said. The dementia was derived from syphilis. Shameless. I remind you, we were keeping that a secret. Do you want people to believe Bertram used to frequent brothels? Wasn't that the case? Of course that's how it was, but people of our kind do not do such things, and if they do, people do not need to know about it. Is that clear to you, Adelia? Good gracious, okay. Are there not, eyeballs in here? I see nothing that would aid in making the deceased appear to have eyes. Okay, fine. Cotton has awakened. A sneeze from me got him up. I feel like that happens a lot. Or that's the story lately. This scene needs enough light to be photographed. Okay. Alright, so let's leave. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. I had read a book called Putting Makeup on Dead People, where a girl decided to become a mortician and her parents were like, WTF no. Was it fiction or nonfiction? No, I feel like you would sneeze the other night and Cotton got up from that too. I guess we'll go ahead and go to St. Giles since we're looking for... Oh. There was a coin on top of the barrel. Strange that nobody noticed it until now. It's a penny. It was fiction. Okay. The bork. An old Brook soaps and covering a Carbacil soda one. Who's this? Are you lost, mate? No, I know exactly where I'm going. Is that so? The Industrial Revolution has brought great technological advancements, and a sky clouded with ash and toxic elements for our climate. I love the aesthetic of this game. It feels very Victorian and grimy, and like the fog effect. I like the look. It's very well put together. I hate when people I hate people like that who don't let others have freedom of speech or their own opinions. I don't know if y'all have ever had siblings or seen siblings that like one of them seems to like very much control or try to control the other one. Hi Proto. Who's this daddy with the open shirt? Proto, I'm pretty sure he's with the Irish mob. So, you know, maybe that's your type. How are you doing? Oi, stop. Where do you think you're going? To have a pint. Only strong drinks are served here. You don't look like you can handle even a glass of milk. So tell me, what brings you here? That's none of your business. Oh yes, believe me, it is. I'm asking you, where do you think you're going? To warm up, it's freezing out here. Clap or stomp your feet, that'll warm me up. Got it. It is a tavern, isn't it? Can't I come in? I repeat, what do you want to come in for? I need to see Patty. Let's just keep lying. I guess my type is Irish mobsters. You know what? It's good that you're so honest about it. Okay, I need to see Patty. Thank you so much. And does Patty want to see you? I don't think he will wait for me, but I must speak to him urgently. You don't seem like the kind of person who needs Patty's help. Actually, it's Eugene Wood who needs help. Eugene. Ah, yes, the photographer. He's dead. What? Or he should be by now. That bloke has let Patty down, you know? And the boss does not take kindly to that kind of betrayal. Let me talk to him, please. I need him alive. Are you a copper? Who? Me? No. Press? No, I'm just a simple university professor. Ah, a professor. This will be fun. Go on, tell Killian you can see Patty. Thank you very much. Professor, from a university. Proto, how has your week been going? I still need to download Palia. Okay, this looks a lot nicer than like the Red Lion Tavern. How did you get in here? The guy at the door gave me permission. Declan's been letting in a lot of riffraff lately. I told him I needed to see Patty urgently and that Ciaran would allow me to see him. Ciaran? Who the hell is Ciaran? You don't mean... Cillian? Oh yes, Killian. Sorry. All them names sound the same to you, eh, bloody English? Killian is that guy at the door. Oh yes, I see. One moment. Is Larry Foley sending ye? Who? Foley, the Catholic. I do not know who that is. The Taylor brothers? I'm not acquainted with them. The Bowery boys? I do not know any of the people you mentioned, sir. You don't know them, eh? Patty has many enemies. So I hope you don't try anything you'll regret. Is that clear? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to stir up trouble. That's the way I like it. There's Killian for ye. And remember, if you try anything foolish, I won't be walking out of here alive, I suppose. I finally got my laundry done today. Well, congratulations. I hope you did something to reward yourself for getting your laundry done. That's a good feeling. I've never had that problem with my siblings. My siblings are very kind and gentle. We were all treated as equals. That's good. I think they're pronounced Kieran and Killian. I tried to take a nap, but alas. Proto, are you also one of those people who can't nap? Like, if I try to take a nap, I cannot nap. But sometimes if I'm, like, reading a book, depending on, like, if I'm, like, laying down, I can sometimes doze off. So yeah, I just don't usually nap. My brother was the controlling one, allowed to do what he wanted. Is your brother older? Or maybe younger? I don't know. I've heard that, like, the younger ones get away with things. I just have the one younger brother. And he always thought, like, I got, like, to do everything. I can, but I think I had too much caffeine. Dang it. Ding dang that caffeine. I miss napping. Younger. That's what I've heard. The younger ones get away with a lot of things. I don't know, I guess, like, in social things, when we were younger, I always tried to, like, make sure my brother was, like, really well behaved and, I don't know. I tried to parent him when we were kids in a lot of ways. It's filled with cigarette butts. Got these blokes to take it outside if they want to spit. And now I'm trying to get them to toss their butts in here instead on the floor. This place is still a pigsty, but I don't want it to look like one. Catch my drift? Oh yes. It looks pretty nice, actually. It's a list of names and amounts of money. I suppose that... Hey, that's none of your business. Got it? Apologies for my curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Authentic Irish liquor. Not the watery crap ye lot are used to drinking. Hey, leave Fergal alone. He's not having a good day today. I didn't mean to bother him. Good. Otherwise, you'd find out why they call him the Butcher. The Butcher. It's not a fortune, but something can be bought with it. He doesn't deserve my money. Okay. The bread? Freshly baked. It smells delicious. Yes, doesn't it? Looks appetizing. Irish bread. Bloody hell, when I was a prisoner in Majuba, they fed us the same food as the pigs. And it still tasted better than English food. May I have a piece? Keep your hands off the bread. It's for the boys. It's just simple pickling jars and... Oh, how disgusting. One of the jars is filled with rotten eggs floating in a viscous fluid. In a liquid. What the devil? I wonder if it's soda... What are you on about? This jar of boiled eggs. It is in bad condition. Are you sure? The eggs are green, sir. Are you suggesting I'm serving rotten eggs to these gents knowing they're gone bad? No, I am not saying that. Think I'd give Patty's men food poisoning out of negligence. No, maybe you just did not realize the jar was bad. You don't like seeing that on the counter, eh? It is certainly unpleasant. Fine, take the jar if you don't want to see it on the counter. What do I do with that? I said take it. Alright, no need to get... So we have a jar of disgusting... The contents are so rotten, I can't even open the lid due to corrosion. That's your problem now. Eggs for eyes? Ooh. So I'm thinking, like, if we can get it open... Looks appetite... Okay. Didn't say soda bread, but I'm also thinking... Stink bomb. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Stink bomb for later. Killian, right? What do you want? I need to see Patty. The chap at the door said to talk to you. So the door bloke, eh? Hold on a moment. Listen, I just need something to raise some spirits, okay? Come with me. And by spirits, I mean ghosts, like not your Irish liquor. Stay put, Percival. Behave yourself, Percival. We've got a visitor. Killian, here by me side. And ye, come closer. I know this lad, Paddy. He was in the photographer's studio, and I reckon he was also poking round the Red Lion. Well, well. Seems ye know us, but we don't know ye. Could ye do us the favor of introducing yourself, sir? My name is Patrick Moore. I am a university professor. Oh, a professor. And are you here to give us private lessons, Mr. Moore? Red Cloud, what's up? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. I almost said happy Monday. Why is everything so dark here? Does it intimidate you, Mr. Moore? I felt intimidated from the moment I walked through that door. The darkness, that chained dog that looks like he has not eaten in weeks. Not to mention the machete on the table. Everything in this room intimidates me. I have what they call a touch of photophobia, hence the darkness. As for Percival, he's just overly enthusiastic. Regarding the machete, indeed, it's there to intimidate. I'm not here to give private lessons. Relax, Mr. Moore. 'Twas but a jest. I'm not here to cause trouble either. I'm doing really well. We made some progress last night, and so now we're just trying to get pieces to assemble a machine that will allow us to see into the afterlife. And of course, you know, like traditional point and click, it's a quest with a fetch quest, and so we're just doing all the stuff. I'm gonna head off for the night. Y'all take care. Crimson, good night. Thank you for hanging out. Get some good rest when you get there, and have a wonderful Wednesday. From what Liam says, seems so. Your man commented that he has seen me at the Red Lion at Eugene Wood's studio. Believe me when I tell you that the places I have been and what have brought me to talk to you have been purely by chance. I believe you, Mr. Moore. You don't fit the bill of my enemy. And if you were, I fear you wouldn't leave here alive. Aye, lads? Get to the point, Mr. Moore. What's it ye be wanting from me now? I would like to be able to talk to Eugene Wood. If it's alright with you, of course. I reckon there's a bit of a problem. By now, he should be pushing up daisies. Or maybe he's still kicking. Who knows for sure? You know what, Mr. Moore? Mr. Wood came to me because his business was going downhill. And I ain't surprised one bit. Who in their right mind wants a photograph of a dead loved one? Can you picture it, Mr. Moore? Take a gander at me photo album, Mrs. Parker. Here's me Uncle James in his officer's uniform, and here's me niece Violet. And here's a snap of me 4-year-old daughter's corpse. Repulsive. So I lent him a tidy sum to save his business. I respect a business vision, no matter how grim. One of me mottos is, if you want to make it in life, find something to sell and sell it. The time went by and he couldn't settle his debt. I gave him several chances before today. It ain't personal, but I gotta keep the business running. I'll be honest with you, Mr. Moore. Amongst me ventures are smuggling, prostitution, and extortion. I know this info would be gold for Scotland Yard as a confession. But we know Mr. Moore here won't spill a word. Ain't that right, Liam? It wouldn't be in his best interest. In other ventures, I tend to turn a blind eye. A whore forgets to pay me, a couple of smacks and it's sorted. Some poor sod resisting extortion, a little scare and it's settled. But borrowing money from me pocket and not paying it back, oh, Mr. Moore, that's a sin. And it's paid for with death. Like I said, it ain't personal. I got nothing against Eugene Wood. He's a fine photographer. I'd even ask him to snap photos at me daughter's wedding. But I gotta send these kinds of messages to those who want to take me for a ride, you know? And nobody takes me for a ride. Got it? You have made that quite clear. I'm curious, what's your interest in that corpse photographer? Like, wouldn't he... I don't know. I feel like he could have just taken something else. Like, now no one's gonna run the business. Like, what's gonna happen to it? I guess they, like, can forge papers to take over the business. I have no idea. I'm, like, thinking really hard about this. I'm interested in one of his photographic plates. Do you fancy photography, Mr. Moore? It is part of my job, but my interest in that plate is of a... scientific nature. I have no idea what you're talking about, and frankly, I couldn't care less. But I think you won't get anything out of the photographer. Is there nothing I can do? Is there still time for me to repay his debt? That came straight from the heart, eh? It was a desperate move. Yes, in fact, yes. However, I do not have the funds at the moment, but I'd be willing to get that money. Thought you were a man of means. They don't pay you much at that university, do they? You should do business with me. It'd be more lucrative. I prefer to stay on the right side of the law. A man of principles, Patty. It's £1,000, Mr. Moore. Interest included. That's the amount Mr. Wood owes me. £1,000? I still believe I can raise that much. I must do it. This is the life we are talking about. Who's taking care of Mr. Wood? Brian? Brian? The limp one? No, the other. May God have mercy on that poor bastard. Means he's been taken to the farm, aye. That place is far away. Ideal spot for screams not to be heard. Brian likes to take his time, doesn't he? Indeed. Before getting down to business, he likes to fill his belly and have a nap. I reckon it might be your lucky day, Mr. Moore. Gillian. Yes? Mr. Moore here's gonna make us happy by gathering £1,000 in a nice envelope. Tell me, who's at the door? Declan. Go tell Declan to get one of his lads. To run like the devil to that farm and tell Brian not to do anything until further notice. With any luck, Brian won't have started his job. Right away, Patty. That photographic plate must be very valuable to ye for ye to get mixed up in this mess, Mr. Moore. It's a crucial part of a technology project I'm working on. Still, damn it, I'd do anything to save a life. Oh, we're dealing with an idealist. That's honorable, Mr. Moore. But take a look around ye. Life in this city is worth nothing. £1,000 is in Mr. Wood's case. Touché. Done, Patty. Right. Mr. Moore, I reckon the situation's nothing but an act of faith. You ain't sure if Mr. Wood's still breathing, and I ain't sure if he can come up with all that money. I hope ye understand. I do. Alright, if there ain't nothing more to add. Gillian, see Mr. Moore out, will ye? He's got a job to do. We're gonna go... You heard the boss, so hurry up. Oh, and the bill's in an envelope. Don't be daft enough to go flaunting the money out in these streets. What in the blazes have you done? Let me see if I've got this right. Paddy gives you £300 to bet on one round Jack. The champion. The unbeatable. The one they call one round because he knocks out his opponents in the first round. And you bet on Walter Black? Why? I don't know. Those blokes told me I wouldn't have the guts to bet on Black. They wounded me pride, you know. Oh, for the love of God. What are you, 5 years old? Remember when I told you someday your pride would land you in hot water? Well, that day has come. What do I do now? The only thing I can think of is for you to beat yourself up till you disfigure your face. If Paddy catches you, tell him you're the slow cousin from Belfast. Disappear? Oh, aye. 'Cause when Paddy finds out, he'll move heaven and earth to find ye. Damn it. Curses. I guess you're right. I reckon I'll hide in... I don't want to know, you fool. I suppose this is no use to me now. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Be off with you, Michael. Oh. Damn idiot. Okay, let's get whatever he dropped into the platoon. Inside is a paper dropped by one of Paddy's men. It's a betting slip for a boxing match. One round Jack versus Walter Black. The bet is in favor of the latter. Do you know where the one round Jack versus Walter Black fight is taking place? Huh? If you know where the one round Jack versus Walter Black fight is taking place, why? You're gonna place a bet? I don't know. I've never bet on any game. For God's sake. Fight's happening down at the docks. There's a warehouse near the old Britain factory that they fixed up for boxing matches. We're on a wild goose chase, I feel. Do ye be wanting a drink? I do indeed. Well then, be off to another tavern. Here I only serve Paddy's men. Number 5, here it is. The London Archaeological Society. I hope Professor Silas Bennett can tell me something about one of the pieces from the Box of Revelations. The boxing match bet slip favors the contender Walter Black. Maybe we're going to use the rotten eggs to disrupt the fight. We'll slosh them on people. The names of the most prominent horror story writers are displayed on the shop window as a lure. In this one, I see Bram Stoker, Arthur Machen, and Edgar Allan Poe, and in that one, William Hope Hodgson, Algernon Blackwood, and H.G. Wells. Let's go into the horror books. I shouldn't waste time entering this bookstore, but this type of literature is one of my passions. It will only take a nice little quick detour. Welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely. And leave something of the happiness you bring. Dracula. Ah, I see you are one of us. One of whom? You know. Excuse me? An aficionado of fantastical and horror literature. Ah, yes I am. Well, you have come to the right place. Feel free to peruse the store. We have it all. Poe, Wells, blah blah blah. You can also find the latest works by budding authors on the shelf behind me. I edit them myself, you know. Or if you prefer, test your knowledge by answering my queries on the subject. Oh, thank you. Good afternoon. Do you have Anna Karenina? Anna Karenina? Yes, by Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy? How dare you come to my establishment to insult me? Excuse me? Here we only sell the good Tolstoy, Alexei. The author of the family of the Voerdalak, you ignorant fool. I just watched the movie that was based on. Or adapted from that book. Go to one of those bookstores that shun this genre. You will surely find what you seek there. I was just asking for... Close the door on your way out. You're insane. And a Karenina. Okay, let's do a quick little save. Novelties. Stygian Pond. I appreciate that these are in here, but... The Lovelace, baby. I like the characters in this game. I do too. I like that there's also, like, some humor to it as well. Like, it's not all serious. I mean, it's got some serious subject matter, but it's not too heavy, if that makes sense. It does not take itself too seriously, which I appreciate when games don't. Don't take themselves too seriously. I recognize some titles from that bookshelf, such as Camilla by Joseph Jourdain. Have you perused it? Stoker did not introduce anything novel. Mary Shelley. It all started with her. I do not entirely agree with such a statement. There exist authors predating Shelley who delved into the realm of horror literature. Yes, of course. But Frankenstein is considered a turning point in the genre. Its success led to... Your discourse lacks precision. I would advise against spreading inaccuracies with such levity. The annals of horror literature cannot be rewritten by a single erroneous fact. Whatever you say, you are very fun. If there is a greater passion than fantasy literature for me, it is money. Hence, I implore you to steer it clear of the cash register. Dark humor is my favorite kind of humor. We got some dark humor up in here. Okay, I feel like I looked at all of these. All these novelties. Let's do a save. I see there are more books on the upper floor. I would like to take a look at them, but I have things to do. I shouldn't even be here. Well? From left to right, Matthew Lewis, Edgar Allan Poe, and I think Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Indeed. It is Sheridan Le Fanu. Aren't you just a peach? Okay, did he say he had some kind of, like, game for us? You mentioned I could test my knowledge? Indeed, about fantastical and horror literature. I will ask you questions on the subject and you must answer correctly. What do I win if I answer all the questions correctly? An achievement? A what? An achievement for if you answer them correctly. No one has aced them all. Ah, and anything else? My respect and admiration. Oh. Let's do it. Ready? Yes. In which European river is the setting of Algernon Blackwood's The Willows? I already don't know. The Danube? Oh my god, correct, okay. What does the raven say to the protagonist in Edgar Allan Poe's poem of the same name? Nevermore? Which of these vampire novels was written first? Dracula, the Vampire, or Milla? Varney the Vampire. I think it's the Vampire with the Y. Oh, okay, correct answer. Written by John William Polidori in 1819. A simple one to relax the nerves. Who is called Frankenstein, the creature or its creator? Its creator. Indeed. My hands are sweating from this. What can be seen in the picture in M.R. James' story, The Mezzotint? A cliff, the portrait of a priest. I'm gonna guess a cliff. Incorrect. What material is the golem made of in Gustav Meyrink's novel? Clay? Correct answer. What are the names of the children in Henry James' novel, The Turn of the Screw? Miles and Flora, I think. Okay. Which ship brought Count Dracula from his homeland? Is it the Demeter? Yeah. Who wrote the horror story The Signal Man? I've never heard of that story. Rose Bierce? Incorrect. What did lot number 249 contain in Arthur Conan Doyle's story? A mummy? Correct answer. In Arthur Machen's The Great God Pan, what is the name of the girl who participates in Dr. Raymond's experiment? Catherine? Sorry, wrong answer. Let's get to know the authors a bit. What was the occupation of Edward Frederick Benson's father? Oh my god, what? Archbishop of Canterbury, correct answer. At what age did Edgar Allan Poe die? 40? I feel like he was 40, okay. To whom was John William Polidori, the author of The Vampire, a physician? Bram Stoker. No, incorrect. Those, oh, the previous ones were the easy questions? Which story does not belong to the horror genre? Count Magnus, The Burial of the Rats, The Telltale Heart, and The Case of Lady... Don't they say that... Isn't The Telltale Heart a detective novel? The answer is not correct. In Oscar Wilde's novel, Who Does Dorian Gray Blackmail? Twiggle, thank you for the... I'm assuming that's a song upload. Also, welcome back, Twiggle. How many years of life does the devil grant protagonist Melmoth the Wanderer? What inspired E.T.A. Hoffman to write The Devil's Elixirs? Let's go with the penultimate question. One of these horror stories does not belong to Rudyard Kipling. The Mark of the Beast, They, The City of Dreadful Night, The Thing in the Hall. Correct answer, it's a story by E.F. Benson. We've reached the last question. Ready? I've been ready for a while. What is the name of the doctor who narrates events in the story The Baby Lovelace? What is the name of the doctor? Dr. Price. Tough luck, you did not answer all questions correctly. If you wish to try your luck again, I'll gladly ask you the questions once more. Oh, okay, so we can try it again, but I think that's good enough for now. Dr. Giggles. Okay, I feel like I've clicked on everything I can. I was like, how many books are on this? Shelf, okay. That painting is Mary Shelley. I think you did really good. Thank you. I actually did not use a guide, which is, you know, unusual for me. I'm pretty sure that they probably have all the answers somewhere to get that achievement. I gotta head out, Charles. I don't feel too hot. Love you too, Blazing Fire. Please get some good sleep. Please feel better soon. I know you're probably doing everything you can to feel better. I'm actually going to pause it here because we have an ad that's starting soon. The face in that painting was a bit scary, the Mary Shelley. Anyway, BRB. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, honey baby. Hi bestie, just got home. I'm lurking. Sounds good. Welcome home. I've been under the weather in ways to Twiggle. I hope that you feel better. Sorry to read that. I've been having a crick in my neck for the past few days, so I'm using that blue ice stuff to see if it gets any better. I hope it gets better. I sure hope so. That does not... I know I've had those where it's like, I can't turn my head to the one way, so I have to like fully turn my whole body to look. Definitely nothing I ever want to happen again. But I feel like it's... It just like comes out of nowhere too. Like somehow I slept wrong, quote wrong last night. And now I cannot move my neck. Okay, so there's something over here. Oh yeah, there's a theater here. The ticket costs a penny. You can enter and exit the premises as many times as you like, so long as you keep your ticket. Oh! Okay, so we do have a penny. George Mel, a star film production, the ultimate film experience, summoning the spirits, evocation spirit. Okay, so maybe this person's going to be in the theater and we have to get in. Ooh, okay, cute office. The receptionist informed me that Professor Bennett's office is on this floor. It must be one of those two doors. Silas Bennett, archaeologist. I'm not well versed in Mayan culture, but I would swear this is the Temple of Kukulkan. Moai from Easter Island. It is still unknown what these statues represent or what purpose they served. The Great Sphinx of Giza. The mysteries surrounding ancient Egypt have always fascinated society. Knowing this and capitalizing on the popularity of archaeology, many professionals delve into both tomb raiding and patrons' pockets. Also, I feel like I hear some harpsichord in this music. The text attempts to justify the looting of the exhibited pieces from the colonialism of the British Empire. According to the plaques, these are archaeological pieces found near the Amber Fort in the state of Rajasthan. Thomas Lester, restorer. A depiction of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius that buried the city of Pompeii in ash. The framed newspaper clipping next to the painting announces an imminent excavation at the site by prominent members of the London Archaeological Society. I know where the lost city of Z is, P. Fawcett. According to the plaque, this is not Professor Silas Bennett's office door. Okay, well, I guess I should go where I'm headed. This is his door. Professor Bennett? P. Fawcett. Yeah, P. Fawcett. Is anyone there? Sir. Yes. Are you looking for Professor Bennett? Yes, I would like to inquire about certain matters. I regret to inform you that I haven't seen him around here for days. Oh, do you know where I could find him? I believe he embarked on one of those dubious expeditions that cast doubt on our profession. Out-of-place artifacts. Bah! I think Professor Bennett made a mistake in pursuing this profession. Or worse, he has lost his mind. Do you know when he will return? I haven't the slightest idea. Ask Oscar. Who? Oscar Koenig, his assistant. A very promising young German who unfortunately shares Professor Bennett's delusions. Do you know where I can find him? I've called the office, but no one answered. He will be back, do not worry. If there's no other choice, I will come back later. Thank you for the information, Mr. Lester. Thomas Lester. I kind of get that with my shoulder. I can't sleep with it either. Every time I move in bed, it sends a jolt of pain for my shoulder. Ooh. Not the jolt of pain. Daryl, how are you? I'm doing well. My Tuesday was good. My Tuesday was good. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. My Tuesday was good. I got work done, did a new workout, had some dinner. Now I'm just puzzling my way through this game. How was your Tuesday? How was your evening? Or your early morning? Should we get a ticket to go? One ticket, please. That will be a penny. Here you go. Enjoy the movie, sir. I guess this will pass some time. And then we can go back to next door to see if the assistant is back. Summoning the spirits. I don't know. Maybe this is a silent movie. Everybody loved it. And the Academy Award goes to... Ooh, how does he do it? George Bailey is a genius. He put a hula hoop with some like greenery on it and made faces appear. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm doing good, thank you. My day has been good. A day closer to the week. That is so true, Daryl. You're onto something with that. Can't believe it's already Wednesday again. Like, I feel like my days are so scheduled with like our normal routine, but this Thursday we are going to the dentist. It's been 6 months since we went to the dentist, so I have a dentist appointment Thursday morning, and I think we might go out to lunch, so that's wild. That's wild for us. We'll take some time off from work. Get the teethies cleaned, and then lunch, and then probably grocery shopping earlier than normal. So watch out Thursday. Okay, are you here yet? Oscar Koenig? There's no one inside. I am in a hurry. No. I just have to show it to the usher inside the cinema. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we can go to the docks for the fight. It almost makes the alley seem like it would be another place to explore, not like exiting. I have not come here to pester the seagulls. There he is, the champion. Excuse me? 1 round. He's in there. Are you an admirer, or did you come to bring the lucky charm? Lucky charm? What lucky charm? Bah! Well, Hoblin... He's come to see the champ in his lethal left hook, eh? Hoblin Henry. Hi, I'm Hoblin Henry. Are you here to see the fight? Yes, why not? Then you'll be pissed, it's full up. Can't squeeze in another soul. There's shouts and whistles coming from inside. The audience seems nervous. Fishermen. Excuse me, but may I inform you that these waters are too contaminated for fishing? So what? Whatever you catch would not be very healthy. Ah, excuse me for not being able to afford some fancy fish, it varies. Mind your own damn business and let this old man fish in peace. That man is frightening him. I wonder what is going on here. I do not know what's going on here, but that man is giving the kid a hard time. Got a problem? None. But it seems the kid does. Damn right he does. But this is between him and me. What the hell do you want? May I inquire what happened? Thinks I nicked a penny, sir. And is that true? No, sir, it's not. Lying little brat. Perhaps there's been a misunderstanding here. There's been no misunderstanding. Saw him pick the penny off the ground. It was a bottle cap, sir. Those are some big-ass seagulls. Those big-ad seagulls. Can we have a recap of what happened? Lost a penny on the stalk and I saw this midget pick it up off the ground. It was a bottle cap, sir. I've already shown it to him. You would not be lying to this gentleman, would you? I don't know if you noticed, but he is one of Patty's men. You have to be careful with these people. I know, that's why I wouldn't dare lie to him. I was playing marbles when I saw something shiny on the ground. Thought it was a coin, but it was a bottle cap. And I was glad it was. Old Griffiths pays 3 pennies for 100 of them, and I already have 70. Pennies? No, caps. You heard the lad. I do not think he's lying to you. These snots would kill their mother for a penny. I think you are going too far with this lad over a simple penny. It's my penny, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it back in my pocket. Does that include extorting a child? Look at him, he's on the verge of tears. I don't care. You know what? I have been chatting with Patty. One of his men is about to off a photographer for a £1,000 debt. What are you getting at? That Patty aims higher. What would he say if he saw this situation? While his other men are dealing with bigger issues, you're wasting time scolding a street kid over a measly penny. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should be dealing with more important matters that benefit Patty. Listen up. Patty knows nothing about this. As far as I know, Patty knows everything. Right. I'm out of here. Not a word of this, mate. You haven't seen or heard anything. And you kid, I hope I don't see you around these docks again. You won't, I promise. Like you don't own the docks. Many thanks for your help, sir. Tell me something, lad. Did you take that man's coin? Of course I did. A penny means a lot to me. You should have admitted it. Would have been the sensible thing to do. That bloke wouldn't have settled for just getting his coin back. He'd have given me a hiding for picking it up. That's why I'm thanking you again. And as a token of my gratitude, I'll give you the marbles for the eyes. This pair of marbles. Oh no, you don't have to. Yes, for your kids. I don't have kids, then for you. Got more in my bag. Give me the eyeballs. Oh wait, are we gonna have to paint on them? Gotta spend this penny on sweets. Are we gonna have to like do some art? By the way, what's your name? Patrick Moore. Fred, pleased to meet you. I'll tell everyone that Patrick Moore stood up to one of Patty's men. You're a hero. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't be modest. Marble, yeah, they don't quite look... Don't do it! You're going to get me into trouble. Well. 1 round jack. The poster barely mentions the opponent, Walter Black. Sounds like 1 round jack is the star. The undefeated one, the one who knocks out his opponents in the first round. Okay, what do we think? Oh, I wonder if... Okay, so I wonder if the eggs are the good luck charm. Hold on. Let me talk to this person, the bookster. Bets are closed, mate. Is the nickname 1 round jack true? You bet it is, mate. His opponents get knocked out in the first round. If they got to the second, they'd have to call him 2 round jack, wouldn't they? There is a logic to it. If 1 round jack is unbeatable, why gamble? I mean, who in their right mind would bet against him? 1 round could have a bad day, don't you think? Has he ever had a bad day? Not in a million years, mate. Another possibility is that his opponent might be better than him. Is Walter Black better than him? Black? Are you kidding? I don't think he'll last half a round. How much would I win if I bet on Walter Black? Let me think. 70 people have bet on 1 round. If we take away the commission, it's... a clean £1,000. £1,000? What a coincidence. Coincidence of what? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking aloud. Give them the eggs, he eats them, gets sick and loses, and we win the money. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. To get the £1,000. Yes, yes, yes. Hello? I should knock first. Is this really gonna work? What lucky charm are you referring to? 1 round's lucky charm. What does it look like? Fuck, okay. When Roan Jack is in full concentration, okay. Surely wondering what happened to me leg. You want to hear the story? Yeah, of course. I'm just like seeing if this is... I used to work at Dunhill and Rice factory. You know, fancy shoes made by poor blokes. I was on one of them leather press machines. Someone left a finished shoe on the conveyor belt, jammed the press. The foreman kept yelling at me to get the shoe out any way I could, said they couldn't stop the production line. I yanked and pulled but no luck, so I tried kicking it. Shoe went through the press. So did my leg. Would have kept it that if that bastard had stopped the line. But he wouldn't. Said Dunhill and Rice couldn't afford to stop a machine. Progress, you know? All for progress. I got an achievement for the sad story of Hobland Henry. Listen to the story of Hobland Henry. Okay. Let's... Shoe factory. That's what I was thinking of too, is Jumanji. Okay, here's the lucky charm. This is not the lucky charm. Fudge. I really thought it was going to be the eggs. A good thing yesterday is my new headphones arrived, so now I can hear... Twiggle, that's exciting. Are you enjoying the new headphones? Is it really not the eggs? Okay, well, let's see if we can at least put the eyes in the poor dead man. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna put some marbles up in those eyes. Marbles. I'm thankful for your effort to remedy the situation, but Bertram would look downright eerie with those wide eyes. Shit. Are we... Rotten eggs in the eye sockets? Well, it was worth a try. It's still his flowers, and those are the lucky charm. See, that's what I'm wondering. He's holding on to the flowers. I wonder if Beat Rice has anything to advise us. An ectoplasm. Okay. Was there paint somewhere? Or ink. I wonder... Okay, so maybe we need to give the ticket to the bookie person. The fight ain't over yet. Not yet. Hold on, were you the one who bet on Walter Black? You like to throw money away, eh? No, I just had a hunch. Oh, you just went mad then. That hunch will cost you. Okay, so I guess I don't give it. I was like wondering if they would tell me. I don't want to bother him again. Is there some kind of... It's the difficulty when the map opens up. Maybe Koenig is back? Maybe once we've visited everywhere, Koenig is back at the office? Want to go inside the cinema? Okay, well, seen that. Scene. Let's go into this office. Maybe there's something in this office. Oh, look at this whole office we didn't even explore. There are archaeological pieces. They look new. Have they been restored? Indeed. Aren't archaeological remains usually displayed in the state they are found? Of course. But in the case of the pieces you're seeing, several similar ones were found in the excavations. There is real interest from both professionals and the public to know what they were really like. Ah, I sense some skepticism in you. Do you think we are altering history? I didn't say that. Understand that they are restored only after extensive research. We don't paint them with the first colors that come to mind. Okay, so paints. You have paints. There are paints here. We might be onto something. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Despite being labeled, I don't know any of them. They must be used during the restoration process of the pieces. The British Museum grants Thomas Lester the authority to restore those archaeological elements that he deems fit, recognizing his great knowledge for the benefit of the pieces found in any excavation. Paint can. The paint is blue. It's a restoration scheme of the vessel Mr. Lester is working on. Oh, it's you. Have you been able to speak with Oscar? Not yet. As I mentioned, he won't be long. Well, what can I do for you? Blue eyes, right? Oh my gosh, Joka. I'm doing really well. Even better now that I get to see you. How are you doing? What is your opinion of Professor Silas Bennett? He was an excellent archaeologist with an impeccable reputation, until he became obsessed with the idea that certain objects found in excavations did not belong to those eras or belong to supposed civilizations unknown to history. Atlanteans, Hyperboreans, sometimes I think he's pulling our leg. His theories make no sense. And does the guild accept these theories? Of course not. Bennett only retains his position here due to his past achievements. No one dares to expel him from this society, and I believe it won't be necessary. He's digging his own grave. What can you tell me about Oscar Koenig? A promising young man. He worked in Germany with Müller and Braun. He has the potential to become one of the great archaeologists of the century, but his association with Professor Bennett won't help his career. Even better now that I got to see you. Get to see you. Well, how was your weekend? How's your week going? How's everything been? You want to share? Could Professor Bennett be right? Are you kidding? Who can believe that beings from other planets left artifacts on Earth? That's what he thinks? It is one of his theories. And the least absurd of them. Okay, I'll let you do your job. Thank you for your time. What are you going to do? I want to paint these marbles. Let me see them. They're marble. They remind me of blank eyes. I have an idea. Give me some space. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some fake eyes. Let's see. I feel like... Here you go. He's got that speed dry on the paint. They're very realistic eyes. I'll take that as a compliment. Great. Great, now we have eyes. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Been okay, work's still been frustrating, but overall week has been good. What about your week? It's been pretty good. I had some frustrations today with work too. Like stuff that I thought I had finished, and it was like, it just didn't seem to go through. I guess that sounds pretty vague, but other than that, it's been good. Like everything's been good. It's like, you know, been pretty consistent, so I feel like that's always a good thing when things are consistent. Glad you got it all sorted out and that you've been good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Let's just pop these right in there. Ooh, he looks better now. Excuse me, but yes, I appreciate the intention, but Bertram had green eyes. Don't worry about that, Miss Perkins. As you know, the photograph is in black and white. You will hardly notice the difference. Trust me. Yes, I will. You seem to know what you're doing. Okay, can I take the photo? Everything is set for your brother to be immortalized. One moment. Here you are, dear brother. These were your favorites. Proceed. Very well, here we go. Good heavens! Bertram! Heavens, what is happening? Composure, ladies. It is nothing more than the sign of Lazarus. And what does that signify? Among other phenomena, involuntary muscular movements post-mortem. Your brother remains in repose, if such was your concern. Very well, let us attempt once more. Done. All that's left is to develop it, but I can't help you with that. Oh, do not worry. Presumably Mr. Woods shall immediately grace us with his presence. The crucial aspect is the photograph's capture, thus enabling us to inter our dear Bertram in serenity. We extend our sincerest gratitude for your kindness, sir. It has been a pleasure. Do you mind if I keep the bouquet of violets? Our desire was to lay him to rest with them. No, that was your wish. You may keep the bouquet, sir. Okay, so maybe this is the good luck charm. A bouquet of fresh violets. A bouquet. Ladies? I love how patient everyone in these games are. Like, yes, of course I'll just hang around forever and ever. Okay, let's see if these will work as a good luck charm. The violets, they arrived at last. You just saved our lives. Come in. Okay, so maybe now we can give him the pickled eggs. It's fortunate that you've come. Excuse me? There were rumors that Walter Black's manager had paid off the owner of the Wild Orchid to stop supplying bouquets of violets to the champion. And as you know, if one round doesn't enter the ring with that bouquet, he wouldn't be fit to fight. In that case, the fight would be declared in favor of Black. Really? Damn it. I beg your pardon? It would be a disgrace if Black were declared the winner because the flowers weren't delivered. Oh, indeed, certainly. You can leave them on that crate by the lantern. Can we just... Why is the bouquet of violets so important to One Round? His mother gave him a bouquet of her favorite flowers on the day of his first fight. That very night, before he entered the ring, he learned of her passing. When he was declared the winner of the fight, he believed it was his mother's flowers that acted as a lucky charm. It's as simple as that. If he doesn't enter the ring with the bouquet, he believes he'll lose. And that's never been the case, isn't that right, champ? He's focused. Well, as I mentioned, you've saved our skins. Until the match begins, you can stay here and admire the champion if you wish. Come on, champ. Give the bag a good wallop like it's Black's mug. There is a tray with enough food to feed 3 people. It looks like a mix of mashed potatoes with beans, cabbage, and bacon. That's for the champ. He'll devour everything on that tray before stepping into the ring. Are you telling me he's going to wolf down all that food before the fight? Won't he feel heavy? I don't know much about boxing, but I think that would be counterproductive. Are you kidding? One Round has a stomach of steel. Well, how's our friend Tony doing? Ooh, Tony, the owner of the Wild Orchid Flower Shop. Your boss. Yes, fine. He's fine. You're new there, aren't you? I like you more than Tony's previous employee. What was that idiot's name? Yes, food poisoning. Yes, Fletcher. Yes, Fletcher. Really? What ingredients are in your champion's food? It's a special recipe I prepared to give him strength before stepping into the ring. Basically, it's a cabbage salad with bacon bits, chicken, eggs, pepper, onion, and celery. You should eat a similar meal. You'll look a bit thin. You look a bit thin. Has One Round ever lost a fight? You're joking, right? He hasn't lost a single one of the 65 fights he's had. All won in the first round. Does Walter Black have a chance of winning? Let's say between 0 and none. Black is no match for the champ. What the hell? No one is. Although there is one fool who believes otherwise. Some poor sod has bet on Black. Can you believe it? It's us. I'm going to watch how your champion trains. That's it. Enjoy his left hook. It's securely locked. That leads to the roof. Why would you want to go up there? It's just soot and pigeon crap. Do you want some advice? The champ doesn't take kindly to interruptions during his warm-up. One of those punches might land somewhere other than the bag if you catch my drift. Hey, leave the flowers there. It is from last year. It advertised a fight between One Round Jack and Samuel Cribb. I just kind of wanted to click through things before we poisoned him. King Hook versus Kid Pacha. Ocha? Okay, let's poison. Just doing a little doctoring. No big deal. No, I cannot open this jar. The mold on the lid is solidified so much that I don't have the strength to open it. Fudge. Crap sticks. I won't put that in the flask. I don't want One Round Jack to use me as a punching. I wanted him to... What are you doing? I was wondering if One Round could open this jar for me. I don't have enough strength to do it. One Round could blow on the jar from 3 meters away and it would open as if by magic. But he can't do it right now. He's training. If you want to wait until the fight is over, he could do it then. Was there anything else in that office? Could you open this jar for me? I don't have enough strength. Okay. We're on the right path. We're on a path. It feels good. Maybe the chemical compounds in the office could open the jar. Maybe. I'm on a path to food poisoning. I did not see myself going down this path tonight, but you know what? Life's a highway. Life is an adventure. You just never know where it's going to take you. I'm unfamiliar with these. I don't want to take any risks. Dang it. Sorry to bother you. Could you open this jar for me? I don't have enough strength. Is it tightly sealed? So it seems. I'm afraid I cannot help you. I work with objects that require precision and a delicate touch. You understand, right? Oh yes, of course. Okay. I really like the music in here. What if we went up to the roof, dropped the jar? Okay, what if we went up? Who else do we know who might have arm strength? I was thinking some of Patty's men. Maybe the seagulls? Would you be so kind as to open this jar? Get lost, you're scaring the damn fish away. Whale. Whale? There's that roof access in here. The crowd is getting impatient. Oh, okay. Okay. Will you open this jar for me? Shove it where the sun don't shine, alright? Okay, alright. Pleasant. What if we need the ladder? Maybe someone at the pub. Okay, so let's go to the pub. That's where we got the eggs. You look strong. Could you do me the favor of opening this jar for me? Figure it out yourself. I'm not here to open jars. The one of the prostitutes isn't on the map anymore. Could you do me the favor of no. I reckon I haven't the strength to open this jar. Would you be so kind as to open it? Can I go... Got the money? Not yet. Remember, in an envelope. Okay. I, 'cause, 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 ' I don't think that there's... Okay, there's nothing over that way. Cinema ticket, just have to show it. Bet slip. What if I put it in the street so someone runs over it? Looks like I can still go back to the university. So I wonder if there's a tool. Oh, the wrestling person. Remember the wrestling person? Maybe he can open it. Mr. Lee? Yes, you are quite strong, aren't you? The strongest in the university. Would you like to test it? I'd love to. See if you can open this jar. A jar? Sometimes they are tough to open, right? But not for me. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please open the jar. Easy peasy. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your strength. It's been a pleasure, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll continue admiring this lovely collection of trophies. Okay, cool. I like that they take away places on the map that you don't need to go to anymore. I guess that's helpful in like narrowing it down. You just made that nice young man an accomplice to food poisoning. Well, you win some. My dear friend, step inside. Don't stay out there. Okay, now I'm the dear friend. I guess because I brought the violets. All right, let's poison. Sorry. Bon appetit, 1 round. All right, all right. Champ, get ready. I think it's time. Is the fight starting? Yes, although he needs to eat something first. Would you like to watch the fight with me? Yes, I think it will be interesting. It will be epic. Gosh, why is my... What a bloody fight! Sport as a fart in a windstorm. Not a bugger in the crowd could bloody believe it. 1 round must have shat himself with that kilo of grub before getting in the ring. Did you see how he kept grabbing his gut from the get-go? Black obviously saw that and went straight for his bloody stomach with a solid hook. Knocked him on his arse right quick. 1 round couldn't get back up. This might be the start of 1 round Black, innit? I reckon I'll have to think twice before betting on the champ again. I couldn't agree more. I wasted all my wages on this bet. I couldn't agree more. Fancy a swig at the dive later? I'll be there. Oh my god, we did it. Sister, no. Sorry, we had to poison. We had it coming. I am here to collect this. Let me see. Well, well. So you're the fool who bet on Walter Black, eh? Tell me, did you know something we didn't? I beg your pardon. Who would bet against 1 round Jack if they didn't know he was going to lose? What are you implying? I ain't implying nothing, just thinking out loud. We're the ones who rigged the fights, and believe me, this one wasn't. You won the bet fair and square. I'll fetch your money. Lucky bastard, here's your money. Is it an envelope? 1,000 pounds, just the money I need? Yes, doesn't it? Who doesn't need a grand these days? We did it, we did it. I'm so happy. 1,000 pounds. Can we check on 1 round? No one's answering. Can you believe it? Walter Black's beaten 1 round Jack. More chance of melee growing back than Black beating the champ. The party's over, mate. Nothing to see here. Alright, let's go. I guess we can get the plate now, maybe. We're making some progress. Slowly but surely. Okay, see, now the university is off the thing. Off the charts. Off the chain. Got the money yet? Yes, I carry it here with me. Let's see Patty. Mr. Moore. I suppose your presence means you're here to give me some joy? Indeed. Here is your money. £1,000. You can count it. I reckon you understand you shouldn't be messing with me, so I'll take your word for it, Mr. Moore. And let me say I'm pleasantly surprised. Did you see that? Take a lesson from him. Damn it. I ought to fire you a lot and keep Mr. Moore for myself. His face is like... going up and down. He's got the makings of a collector. You kept your word. Now I'll be keeping mine. It'll please you to know Mr. Wood's still alive and hardly scratched. You're lucky Brian takes his time. It's been good for you, but I ain't sure if it's been good for me. Gillian, have Mr. Wood released. Right away, Patty. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Moore. By the way, you can keep the envelope. Empty, of course. Okay, so now we have the envelope for the business card. Can I help you with anything else? I hope you leave Mr. Wood alone from now on. I'll be doing that as long as Mr. Wood doesn't be needing me services again. And now, go see Mr. Wood and give him my regards. Tell him all is forgotten. For the moment. Okay, we're like wrapping things up a bit. Hello? Mr. Wood? Oh, welcome. Your face looks familiar. Do I know you? Yes, you were here before when... Yes, when Patty's men took you away. I'm also the one who saved your skin. You? You paid off the debt? Indeed. Good heavens, you saved my life. I don't know how to thank you. Ask for anything you want. Except money. May I ask you a question? Of course. Do you know Professor Ward? Yes, I went to see him at the university where he works. He said he'd get in touch with me, but he hasn't shown up here. Did you talk about a certain photographic plate? Yes. How do you know about that? I'm his colleague. Professor Ward is absent. Did he mention my case to you? No, I hope you'll fill me in on this matter. You see, this job is not as profitable as it was a few years ago. Having a photographic memento of loved ones is no longer socially acceptable. Some even consider it in poor taste. I don't blame them. I'm aware of the controversy surrounding my work. When the clientele started to dry up, I had to optimize resources. $1 million. That's what we need. I got photographic plates at a very good price through a contact. It was surplus from Romania. But as soon as I used them for my photographs... Wait a moment, I'll show them to you. We got some haunted plates. Where? Oh yes, here. Take a look at these. They were taken with the plates I'm talking about. Ew. Oh wow, it's just a baby. I'm sorry you have to see these photographs, but look at those spots around the child. At first I thought they were dust specks near the lens. Sometimes it happens. Turn to the next page, please. Do you see? Those are not dust specks. Orbs. Excuse me? That's what this phenomenon is called. Thank you, phasmophobia. Orbs. Once it's been ruled out that they're particles in suspension or dirt on the lens, after the previous photo, I made sure to thoroughly clean the lens and keep the studio even cleaner. Tell me, what are these things? There are several hypotheses, but the most common is that they are sources of energy. What kind of energy? Energy of a supernatural nature. Oh, turn to the next page. Metapsychic energy, undoubtedly. Did you see these shapes during the photo shoot? No, there is nothing there. Nor did I see them through the lens. Are you aware that you've captured a ghost on film, Mr. Wood? You don't say. Turn to the last page. Ooh, it's a ghost, isn't it? Definitely, it's a corporeal manifestation. There's no doubt about it. This is wonderful. Wonderful, you say? This is eerie, sir. Are you saying there are ghosts in my studio? In your studio, in your neighbors' homes, and even in the private quarters of Pope Pius X in the Vatican? The immaterial world, that world we don't see, may be as populated as our own plane of existence. It's one of the hypotheses I work with. And I'm sorry to say, but if there's a place that attracts these poor souls, it's your studio. Remember, you photograph death. Damn it. Don't worry. These manifestations only occur with those photographic plates you told me about, right? Yes, only with those. What else can you tell me about those plates? Origin, to whom did they belong? Only what I've told you. The contact imported them from Romania, but I don't know anything else. He might have more information. You want me to call him? It won't be necessary for now. What is important is that for some specific reason, these plates are sensitive to the immaterial world. That's why Professor Ward was interested in them as a key piece of the box of revelations. I beg your pardon. Oh, I was just talking to myself. I was quite frightened when I went to see your colleague looking for an explanation. I also told him I intended to burn the only one I had left because I was terrified to have it in the studio. He said not to touch anything until he showed up here. I suppose you want it, right? If you'd be so kind as to offer it to me, I will gladly accept it. Of course, I'll give it to you. I never want to see it again. In fact, keep that album as well. I do not want to hear any more about it. I'm very grateful. Wait here. I'll bring you that plate right now. But we'll have a great shower. Thank you for the lurk. Here you go. Thank you very much for your help, Mr. Wood. Nothing compared to what you've done for me. I have work to do, so I bid you good afternoon. Hey, sir. Yes? Are you sure I don't have to fear anything from this ghost matter? You shouldn't fear the dead, Mr. Wood. Fear the living. Specifically, guys like Patty. Stay away from them, alright? Maybe you should do some other kind of business. Okay, let's go take this to the workshop. I have Eugene Wood's photographic plate. Wonderful. Why was it so special to Nelson? It photographs ghosts. That simple. Have you been able to prove it? Yes, I have an album with photographs by Eugene Wood taken with several plates from the same series. The one I got was the last one. If we discard the frauds and take the ghost photographs as authentic, they will all have something in common. They're products of chance. Indeed. Specters have always been captured to the photographer's surprise. A family photo with a floating face, for example. The figure of a lady in a window and photographing a building. Do you remember Campbell's photograph? Yes, the figure seated beside his wife in one of the empty seats on a train heading to Edinburgh. Exactly. And whenever there's been an intentional effort to photograph a ghost, it's been a failure. What peculiarities might this plate have? Perhaps a chemical process that enhances the recording of the beyond? Before assembling the piece, I'd like to subject it to several tests. Good idea. If we can figure out the unique qualities of the plate, we could enhance its effect in the box of revelations. You have read my mind, Patrick. Here you go. We have yet to find Florence Cook's ectoplasm sample and whatever Professor Bennett has in his possession. I'm on it. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. A hard save. And then, yeah, the ads are going to start soon, so I'll see you all in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Bri, thank you for all the dancing. Dawn, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good day. I hope your evening's going well. We are just trying to whip up a ghost machine. So now that we have this with this, I'll put Florence Cook's business card in the envelope. There we go. Oh, those are cute. Those little emotes you have, Bri. They're like the same size-ish. I can't hover over them because I'll have to leave this, and so Mr. Crook said you could consult his library. Actually, I need to clean it. Those old books keep attracting dust. The coachman, okay, thank goodness the coachman hasn't come to pick him up after, like, we've been gone for 16 hours. We want to look. Okay. Whip it up. I can be quick and swap the envelopes. The time is now. Done. I think I heard a horse carriage. The coachman must be waiting at the door. Oh, Mr. Moore. I see you're still here. How do you find my little library? Very interesting. I could spend all day perusing each and every volume, but I must be off. Thank you for your hospitality. It has been a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Moore. We may see each other again one of these days. Sooner than you think. Good afternoon, Mr. Crooks. Good afternoon, Mr. Moore. Emotes from It's Toptimus. Now, where did I leave the envelope with the address of the blah 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 blah? Ah, yes. On the tray. Is she with the cute emotes as well? Are we going to get the ectoplasm? Good afternoon. This is not the headquarters of the British Confederation of Scientific Societies. Are you Mr. William Crooks? Indeed. Do we know each other? Mr. Moore, what are you doing here? Florence? It's a pleasure to see you again, William. You are the one behind this setup. You must have switched the envelope intended for my coachman. Am I correct, Mr. Moore? Leave Mr. Moore alone, William. I don't know what methods he used to bring you here, but he was just fulfilling my wish. I won't deny that I am pleased to see you again. But Katie King, the manifestations, all that is now behind me. It belongs to the past. Today, I don't want to get involved in such matters. I am a respected scientist. I wouldn't have required your presence if it weren't. Yes, Mr. Moore has informed me of everything. I'm sorry about your illness, but that is not... Oh my god, I'm very angry about this situation, but... Let me look at you more closely. You are still as beautiful as ever. I am not the young woman you once knew, Will. I'm old. Nor am I that handsome gentleman. Gray hair looks good on you. My eyes find you even more attractive than back then. Gentlemen, miss, I must thank you for this unexpected gathering. It has made me feel 30 years younger. As long as I get to spend more time with Miss Cook, I will do as she asks. Come with me, William. I'll explain everything to you. Aw. This is frustrating. I thought Mr. Crooks would talk some sense into her. I hope my aunt doesn't have any problem. If anything happens to her, I will hold you responsible. Let's get that ectoplasm. I hope everything goes well. Me too. Those are mine, although I don't stream on here. They look very cohesive. It's like a very cohesive design, very cute. Sergeant Hughes used to possess me when the ectoplasm had just formed. I'll try to contain the emanation and prevent it from taking its final form long enough for you to take a sample. Do you have a container on you, Mr. Moore? Yes, here it is. As soon as you've taken the sample, I'll cut the connection. Are you all clear, Mr. Moore? Yes. Be quick. I don't want to give that bastard a chance to fulfill his threat. There is a lot of light in here. Do you need us to turn off the lights and close the curtains? Darkness, candles, and all that paraphernalia are just for ambience and to influence the gullible. I could summon that bastard in the middle of Trafalgar Square. Aunt Florence, you still have time. Please, this has gone too far. I am aware of the danger, and the decision is made. Whatever happens, I want you to know that I love you. As for you, William, I regret all the harm I caused you. It never mattered to me, Florence. I managed to restore my reputation through my scientific discoveries. I'm not talking about that. I pushed you away when we could have had a nice life together. We still have time. Everything will be fine. I will focus. I will let you know when I am ready. Take your time. There is no one hiding behind the screen if that's what you suspect, Mr. Moore. Sorry, professional habit. Be quick about taking the sample, will you? I'll do that. Mr. Crooks? Yes? Do you think this will work? Do you have doubts? If there's a medium with a bad reputation, it is Florence Cook, but she seems very convinced of it. Florence never told me about Sergeant Hughes, but she was afraid when I asked about her first mediumistic experiences. We'll find out in a moment. A raven? Florence has always been accompanied by one. It is said that ravens anticipate the strange. When I investigated Florence, I asked her about it. She told me the raven was her particular alarm. Now I understand. She was always on alert in case Sergeant Hughes reappeared. So if we hear the raven caw, it means the entity is about to manifest. Mr. Moore, I am ready. Remember, as soon as the ectoplasm materializes, I take a sample and you cut the connection. Exactly. Ectoplasm is just a reflection of the entity, a business card. It's not the entity itself. It is only an announcement that his soul is about to enter our reality. If you are quick enough in taking the sample, I will have enough time to close all the doors to Sergeant Hughes. Shall we begin? At your convenience. Gideon Hughes? Can you hear my voice? Gideon Hughes, I'm talking to you. What's the matter, Gideon? Have you become shy over the years? You disappoint me, Gideon. You used to manifest yourself without being asked. What is the problem now? I intimidate you, don't I? I know what's happening here. You had no problem scaring a poor girl. Now that I'm an adult, you are not so brave, are you? She's provoking him to manifest. You wanted to kill me, remember? It was the last thing you said to a scared little girl. Go on, you coward. Keep your promise. Or are you a liar after all? You used to call yourself Sergeant Hughes. I don't think you were even an officer. You were probably just an ordinary private. Oh. The Raven has... I can't believe what I'm seeing. Good Lord. Florence was always right. Stop being amazed. We need to act now. I've got it. Now, Aunt Florence, cut the connection. It's all over now. Is she possessed? Miss Cook? Aunt Florence? Uh-oh. Are you well, Aunt Florence? The raven is getting agitated. I have a bad feeling. Florence? Aunt Florence? Oh. Hello, Florence. Oh no. Miss me? I always keep my promises. Good lord. She's dead. No, oh my god, no. Are you happy now, Mr. Moore? I am sorry, Shut up. Listen to me, please. No. You are the one who has to listen to me. Because ever since you walked into this damn house, you have not listened to me. I begged you to give up your endeavor. And look what you've done. You've got your damn sample. So get out of this house before I do something crazy. This should not have ended like this. But your aunt... I said leave. That was intense. Aunt Florence. Oh. She just reunited with, like, the love of her life and then sacrificed her life. That's so sad. Eileen, thank you for the 20 stream streak. I hope that you're feeling better. The map is dwindling. It is. Hopefully, Koenig will be back at the office. So we have the ectoplasm. A sample of ectoplasm taken from the emanation of the late Florence Cook's body. Wheat rice. I managed to speak with Florence Cook. Yes, and I have obtained this. By all the branches of modern science. Is that what I think it is? A sample of ectoplasm indeed. I can't believe it. Florence Cook was not a fraud. Oh, Patrick, do you realize what this means? We could offer the world solid proof that the beyond exists. I think you are being overly optimistic, Beatrice. Look at the sample. It is nothing but a luminous amorphous gas. Skeptics will settle for any simple explanation. You're right. They need to see a ghost with their own eyes, and that's what we'll give them. But for now, I'm bursting with happiness. Give it to me. I'll start assembling the sample in the box of revelations. Well, we have the photographic plate and the ectoplasm sample. Just what about Professor Bennett's piece? I have been to the London Archaeological Society, but Professor Bennett is not there. His assistant could provide the key to the matter, but he is absent. Well, we should... Oh. Who's here? Who knows we are here? No one. Is it... You may come in. It is open. Good afternoon. My name is Arthur Conan Doyle. You must be Professor Moore. Conan Doyle, the writer? I'm afraid so. I'm a great admirer of yours. An admirer or me of me or of Sherlock Holmes. Should we suspend the search? I found the Utah episode more interesting than the detective investigation. I prefer your macabre tales like The Parasite or Lot Number 249. We should foster that genre more. That was my wish, but that damn detective, a violin-playing drug addict, held me hostage for many years. I've had such an overdose of Sherlock Holmes that I feel the same way about him as I do about the foie gras pâté I overate some time ago. Just hearing his name is enough to make me feel queasy. I hate to interrupt this book club, gentlemen, but what the hell are you doing here, Mr. Doyle? The reason for my visit is that I saw a light from the street and I hope to find Professor Nelson Ward here. Do you know him? I've always followed his investigations with interest, Miss Professor Moore. We had a meeting with your colleague, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, and I ended up funding the Box of Revelations. In fact, yesterday we donated a large amount specifically to Professor Bennett's excavation in Peru. But our friend Nelson Ward insisted this time it should be deposited in the university's name. I don't know why. Wait a moment. Do you mean that money belongs to the professor and not to the university? Exactly. The professor hasn't stolen anything, Beatrice. So it seems. If this whole affair smelled fishy to me before, it smells even worse now. I see that you're aware of the unfortunate incident with the professor and that you're unaware of his whereabouts. We know nothing. We came here in search of a clue that might shed light on where we could find him, though we've had no luck. I believe you. I see that despite the professor's absence, the manufacturing of the Box of Revelations continues. Are you working on it? Yes, we've managed to obtain the ectoplasm sample and Eugene Wood's photographic plate. Are you serious? That's fantastic news. I suggest you lower your expectations, Mr. Doyle. I can assemble all the pieces and even modify part of the machine, but I fear it cannot be completed without Nelson's help. There are certain connections not stipulated in the blueprints, and frankly, I'm out of ideas. In fact, we have yet to find Professor Bennett and have him enlighten us on the missing piece. So, 2 obstacles stand in the way of showing the public the existence of the Beyond. I believe you can resolve the issue with Professor Bennett. In fact, you've managed to obtain the remaining pieces, which was Professor Ward's main concern. So I trust in your abilities. As for finding Professor Ward, what about you? Don't you solve mysteries in your novels? Seems you're good at it. My dear, I began writing my Sherlock Holmes stories knowing at all times what has happened. I'm a writer, not a detective. But if I'm honest, I believe it's time to put my deductive skills into practice and compete with my most successful creation in intelligence. I have contacts all over the city and some suspicion of what might have happened to our friend. They're just conjectures, but if I take the right approach, yes, that's what I'll do. You, Professor Moore, try to locate Professor Bennett. The great dame of Phantasmagoria, whom I deeply admire and who seems to have revealed herself as a great scientist, will continue working on the machine. As for me, I will scour London in search of the missing professor. Is that all right with you? Thank you for your help, Mr. Doyle. You can call me Arthur. Ooh, Arthur, we're a team now. We're not quite there yet. Let's settle for something in between. How about Sir Arthur? Well, if you wish, I'll get going. Doodles caboodles. Tell me something, Sir Arthur. What interest does the Golden Dawn have in the Box of Revelations? We are very curious about the Beyond, perhaps more than the average person. Although our desire was not to share that information if the machine bore fruit. Knowledge is power, isn't it? You are correct, Miss Shaw. Okay, he wants to share the results with the world. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm with Professor Ward. You choose well. I'll return to the London and see if Oscar. Good luck to both of you. What are you standing there for? Go look for Nelson. You are quite a character. I like it. I was lurking while you played some Silent Hill 2. Thank you for your soothing voice. I hope it guided you through the scary fog-filled streets, Neen. You were trying... Okay, so you were catching up on progress, I believe, while playing without us, watching you scream, Neen, and using Runner's voice as a crutch. I'm going to be playing his Poe readings when I play. Remember when Conan Doyle killed Sherlock Holmes because he hated writing more of it, but public got so mad they bankrupted the magazine he wrote for and spammed him with letters? So we had to revive I think Sherlock Holmes was like the first case of the retcon. I feel like I was reading that somewhere. Okay, let's see if we can make a bit more progress. This game has a lot of layers. I know, I see the crying emotes. That's how I felt after the medium got killed. That was wild. I wonder if we're gonna like come up against that spirit again. Ends are brutal. They need to get a grip. Oh crap, I should just knock on the other door. No one's answering. Okay, perfect. Oscar Koenig? Please come in, the door is open. Mr. Koenig? Yes? My name is Patrick Moore and... Professor Moore, you're Professor Ward's colleague. I have been eager to meet you. May I ask you some questions? Of course. Where can I find Professor Bennett? I'm afraid he is out of London. Did Professor Ward come to see you? Yes, we had a conversation with him a couple of days ago. The discussion was so fruitful that he became our benefactor. Do you know when he will return? He should have been back by now. I am so concerned about his absence that I was about to set out to look for him. What do you mean by benefactor? He will finance our excavation in Peru. According to my colleague's notes, Professor Bennett is involved with a excuse for not being very precise in my description, but it seems to be a precious stone, a jewel, the scarlet stone, yes. As colleagues, didn't he inform you about it? There are too many things he didn't inform me about, so I hope you can enlighten me. A week ago, after thorough research, we published an article where we announced that we had located the whereabouts of the Scarlet Stone. We omitted the details, of course. We didn't want that area swarming with treasure hunters benefiting from our discovery. Professor Ward read the article and came to propose an arrangement with us. What is the Scarlet Stone? It is an artifact. Its construction dates back to the dawn of time. We believe it was made by the Herbans. I will be honest with you, we struggle to find funding for our excavations. Those closed-minded idiots think we're chasing fantasies. They wouldn't fund us even for a train ticket to Birmingham. On the other hand, Professor Ward mentioned having a significant sum from a donation and offered to finance our excavation in Peru in exchange for using the Scarlet Stone in one of his experiments. We need that money, Professor. My mentor's reputation has declined in recent years. We are outcasts within the Archaeology Guild. The deal seemed fair and beneficial to both parties. Twiggle, welcome back. I hope you had a great shower. Also, hi Jelly. Thanks for getting your daily download. What does the artifact do? The Scarlet Stone generates continual high voltage energy on its own without any external assistance. A potent and inexhaustible source of energy. Interesting. It is also the source of legends. What kind of legends? Nothing relevant. Fantasies and superstitions. It is said that its creators were frightened by what it could do. They decided to hide it so that no human would misuse it. As I said, I intend to set out to search for Professor Bennett. I fear something may have happened to him. He might have found the artifact and had an unfortunate accident, or perhaps he hasn't found it yet. Although if that were the case, he would have informed me via telegram. The train leaves tonight bound for Airspell, Scotland. That's where the Scarlet Stone is located. Would you like to accompany me? Scotland? I would like to, as this concerns both of us, but I'm having trouble obtaining the appropriate attire for such an endeavor. Don't worry about that. I see you are the same size as me. I can lend you clothes from my suitcase. What do you say? Will you join? Oh, we're going on a road trip? It will be a pleasure, although I need to inform my colleague, Beatrice, that I will be absent for a few days first. Sounds perfect. The train departs from King's Cross at 10. I'll be waiting for you. Germans and Britons share the same sense of punctuality, so let's honor that. I'll be there. All aboard, embark on the search for the Scarlet Stone. We will soon arrive in Scotland. Don't get too excited, Professor Moore. There are still several transfers to go, and we'll have to rent a horse carriage. There's nothing in Airspell. It's a desolate place. The only remnant of civilization there is an old lighthouse, which I don't know is even still in operation. Let's hope Professor Bennett is safe and sound. Yes, let's hope. And that by finding the professor, we will find the Scarlet Stone. I sense you don't have much faith in this venture, am I right? Why do you say that? I can see it in your eyes. You have the same look as the skeptics I face every day in my work. I beg your pardon, but I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that we've embarked on a search for an artifact of advanced technology manufactured when man still lived in caves. The Herbans populated the world before that time. You don't believe they existed, do you? I have my doubts. There's no historical evidence of it. And this is coming from someone who firmly believes in the existence of ghosts. Let me explain to you what my job entails. Imagine that the world as we know it suffers a cataclysm of such magnitude that our civilization is wiped from the map. Cities are buried and only a small handful of people survive. All knowledge acquired before then would be lost, as subsequent generations would be more concerned with seeking shelter from the elements or essentially starting over. Follow me so far? Yes. Alright. Let's fast forward tens of thousands of years. Humanity has managed to recover from the cataclysm, and the world has been repopulated, giving rise to new civilization. Some wonder about their ancestors. Who were they? How did they live? So they begin to establish archaeological sites, and based on what they find in these excavations, they conclude that humans emerged after that cataclysm we discussed earlier. There is nothing further back because they haven't found any archaeological remains suggesting otherwise. A logical thought, but not entirely accurate. However, not all knowledge was lost in that cataclysm. Thanks to oral tradition, fragments of that era survived and were reflected in scrolls or books. Several of them talk about, let's say, an artifact called the Voice of the Dead. Several archaeologists decide to start to search for it. It's impossible for that to exist, say the most conservative ones. It's a fantasy, the only things we found are sticks and stones, say the most skeptical ones. Have you dug deeper or explored certain uncharted latitudes, asks a rebellious archaeologist. The response from the closed-minded group would be indifference or rejection. So the archaeologist starts digging on his own. And what does he find? A gramophone. A jam gramophone with a Poor Johnny record. An object out of its time. An artifact that is impossible for humans whose greatest technological achievement was a spear to hunt animals and feed themselves. Yet for the civilization that perished in that cataclysm, it was just an entertainment device that could be manufactured anywhere in the world. Well, that's what the Scarlet Stone is. It's not a magical stone or a fantasy. Perhaps for the Herbans, it was equivalent of a car engine to us. I understand what you're saying. By the way, you mentioned that its creators were frightened by what it could do. Yes, that is documented in Maioris Nostri by Celso de Rhodes and in Tempus Quod Nuquam Fuit by Eudemo. Would you like my opinion? Sure, go ahead. Let's say one of our armies creates a projectile capable of wiping out an entire regiment. They decide to use it in a war, but this projectile is so powerful that it destroys the entire city. If my faith in humanity coincides with that of the military, they would be frightened by what that artifact was capable of, and they would agree never to use it again. That could be what the Scarlet Stone represents. A source of energy that the Herbans couldn't control. This has been a very interesting conversation, Mr. Koenig. Call me Oscar. But today has been a very hectic day and my body can't take any more. Do you mind if I take a nap? Oh, don't worry about me. Rest if this rattling English sheep train allows it. Thank you very much. Good night, Oscar. Gute Nacht, Professor Moore. Hi, Toon. We're taking a little trip to Scotland. What are you up to? Damn it. Stop tormenting yourself, Oscar. Stop? All my gear was in those trunks. Those incompetent station workers were just supposed to take our luggage to the hotel in Edinburgh. Maps, tools, clothes, flashlights, all lost. I know, but there is nothing we can do now. Maybe we can find something around here that will help us. Look around you. This is a desolate wasteland. There is nothing for miles, just rocks. Not to worry, we will get through this. Let's search for Professor Bennett before it gets dark. We'll have plenty of time to lament later. You're right. Okay. Let's get moving. A nap, I know. About to have some milk and cookies before a movie. Nice. Okay, Night Owl. Burning that midnight oil. I'd hike in this. Right, doesn't it look really pretty? Oscar, come here. Have you noticed those glints? They are not signals if that's what you're thinking. Look, the glints are very irregular. Maybe it's a small stream catching the last rays of the sun. You sure about that? That's my belief. I think we should investigate those glints. Trust me, it's not Professor Bennett signaling, if that's what you're implying. Besides, that area is far beyond my colleague's reach. We could go check it out. Do you want to waste several hours going there just to find out it is nothing but a stream, as I've already told you? Trust me. I have field experience and I assure you those glints are natural. Okay, bossy. It also feels nice and cool. Hopefully not too cold. Professor, wait. I want you to have this. I don't want them to freeze to death. One copy of the topographic map of the area was lost with the trunks. I borrowed this piece of map from the inn where we stayed. I'll mark the places where Professor Bennett might be. Alright, let's use this area as our starting point. Nearby is a cromlech. Where is it? Ah, yes, around here. It is an ancient druid stone circle where, according to our research, the Scarlet Stone was venerated. It is said the artifact we seek lies buried at its center. If the professor dug there, he has probably achieved his goal. And if we see no signs of excavation, it would mean he never made it to Airspell. Exactly. There is a lighthouse a few kilometers downstream. On our way here, we saw that it's still operational. That means there's a lookout. You might have seen Professor Bennett wandering around the area. We should talk to him. Ready to go? Let's go. It's supposed to storm tomorrow and drop down to 74 on Thursday. I can feel fall coming. What a blessing. Ooh, this is pretty. Curses. What's the matter? This is not the cromlech where the Scarlet Stone is supposed to be buried. You sure about that? Eudamo's writings were precise. Each stone should bear a spiral rune, the protective symbol of the Order of the Eternal Wind. What was the Order of the Eternal Wind? The Scarlet Stone survived the cataclysm that ended its creators. It passed through various hands until it reached a druid sect who called themselves that. They possessed great knowledge of past eras. Many of their rituals came from lost civilizations. When they obtained the Scarlet Stone, they studied it and understood its power. They agreed to hide it to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. The trail of the artifact we seek ends there with the Order of the Eternal Wind. Could others have obtained the Scarlet Stone after the sect? No. Why not? Because it's impossible. How can you be so sure? Because we have done our job. There is no record of it being anywhere else. Don't be impertinent with your questions and believe me when I tell you I am sure of it. Alright, I apologize. It seems the professor was here after all. He has excavated the area, there is no doubt about that, but he mustn't have found anything. This is frustrating. It is an Airspell, Verdammt Nachtmahl. Why on earth shouldn't it be? I won't abide your pessimism. Okay. Alright, Oscar, don't get so upset. We have spent years investigating its whereabouts. We couldn't have made any mistakes. Calm down, will you? Do not tell me to calm down. What do we do now? I don't know. Try to relax. Your attitude won't help us at all. I apologize for not possessing the famous British phlegm. I just ask you to try to calm down. I'm sorry. Take a chill lozenge. Without Professor Bennett, I'm lost. I won't find the artifact without him. And without the artifact, your colleague won't fund our excavation in Peru. Regarding that, I'm sorry I haven't been honest with you, but Professor Ward is missing. What do you mean? There was a minor incident and he decided to go into hiding. I have no idea where he might be. But will he come back? I don't know. I assume there will be news of him sooner or later, but damn it. Why didn't you mention this before we set off? I don't really know. I want that artifact as much as you do, and I decided to join you on this quest. But don't worry, I'm a professor at a very important university. I could pull strings that connect you to patrons willing to fund you if this venture succeeds. That better be true, Professor Moore. Otherwise, I will consider you a hindrance. Is this person evil? Right. I think I'm going to pause it here for the night. I feel like this is a good cliffhanger to leave on. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I feel like it's been... I feel like a lot more reading than the last night, which normally not a thing for me, but I just feel... I feel zapped. But I'm excited, like, where the story's going. It's been unpredictable, like, in a really good way. Love a good cliffhanger. I'm glad. Go get that rest. I will. Thank you, Toon. Enjoy your milk and cookies and your movie. Ooh, cookies sound really good. Professor Ward might be cold and alone and scared. He's just gonna have to keep being cold and alone and scared for, you know, for disappearing on me and not leaving more clues. You're so welcome for the stream, Jelly. Thank you for coming by. I'm glad that you were able to get Mario Kart to download. Now, will you still read before you go to bed? I will still read before I go to bed, but I don't read out loud. I just read very quickly in my mind. Bri, I think I told you I started the last of the Nora Kelly novels. It's called Dead Mountain. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, as always. I appreciate it. I will be back. I'm going to be off tomorrow. No reading stream, nothing tomorrow. I'm going to be off. I'm actually supposed to call an old work colleague and friend in Seattle and catch up with her tomorrow evening. And with the time difference, I made it just to say hi and bye. Alex, thank you for taking the time to say hi and bye. I hope you're having a good evening. Thank you, Twiggle. LB Mix King, thank you again for the raid, kicking us off on the stream. I appreciate that. I hope that you're getting some good rest. And I think that's it. I'll be back on Thursday as per normal. This evening was a nice rest, was off. Alex, I hope you're getting lots of rest. I don't want you to, I want you to be at your best. So what is this? What is the screen? That's that, that's that, that's that. I was like hovering over the screen and I'm like, what am I looking at? That's, I don't know what this blue thing is. I'll just move it over there. Still loving the beard, no shave tomorrow. We'll see. I'm probably gonna trim at least. Gotta trim, gotta keep it clean. Izzy, it's good to see you. Anyway, I think I was saying this. I'm going to be back on Thursday around 8:30 with Resident Evil 0. I don't think we'll have... I don't know how much longer we have in that game. So after we finish Resident Evil 0, we'll start Resident Evil 1. Izzy, it's going really well. I'm just about to head out for the night. I've been lurking at 56k points. Well, thank you for the lurk, Izzy. I hope that you've been having a lovely... And I'm going to go ahead and go to stream ending. So if y'all can stick around for the raid, I do have this, well, it's the same raid message, but I did break it up. So if you are a follower, you can copy that first raid message because it's made with emojis. And if you're a subscriber, you can copy the second raid message because it's made with subscriber emotes. So just FYI, there are 2 raid messages. Hopefully that's not too confusing. I feel like that's how most of my other streamer friends have it set up. And I try to make it as clear as possible with the text. Right? Right, I set it up with StreamerBot. I finally figured some stuff out. And also, big thanks to Neen for that help. Good night, Pinkadot. I hope you get some good rest when you get there. Fancy. Alright, let's see who's on and what they're doing. What? 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 Wait? What am I waiting for? What do you want from me? Yes, Alex? Oh, thank you so much. 22 years. That is huge. That is... I can't believe that. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for coming back all these months. 2 years. Basically since I started streaming. Thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for being a sounding board for when I have questions or I'm thinking about things. Thank you for being you. I'm always here for you, friend. Take care. I will take care. Thank you. Sorry, I was just seeing who was on, and I was like, who have I not rated for a while? You know, I like to switch it up. But, okay, so Stomp is playing... He showed me a whole bunch of, like, early 2000s CGI movie game tie-ins that he got. So he's playing some, like, barnyard animals. He's racing as a cow on a bicycle. He was doing some Euro Truck Simulator earlier, just driving around. It was pretty chill. But it reminded me of when I did the Piglet's Big Adventure, but he got a whole bunch of like those kind of movie tie-in games. So let's go give him a raid. I don't think I've raided him before, so he's chill, he's cool. That's where we're gonna go. All right, just get this moving. Talking and typing and thinking. Oh my. Yeah, I was like, what game is Barnyard? And then I remembered he showed it to me. So I was like, it's based off some kind of like, maybe the movie was just called Barnyard. I guess that's what it is. Okay, I hope you all have great Wednesdays. I hope you sleep well when you get there. I'll see you back here Thursday evening or at your streams. All right, take good care, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.